Saudi Arabia versus Team U from Serbia, one of the best teams of the world versus one team from Saudi Arabia. C'est un vrai plaisir de vous retrouver à Marseille pour cette première journée du Master. J'espère que vous allez bien. Et je vais prendre un peu la température à Marseille déjà pour voir un petit peu comment ça se passe. Parce que s'il y a assez d'ambiance cet après-midi, on peut vous offrir des casquettes 3x3, des t-shirts. Est-ce que Marseille, ça va bien? Non, je crois que vous n'avez pas compris. Est-ce que Marseille, ça va? Ouais, c'est pas mal du tout. It's a great pleasure to be here with you for the first day of the competition, FIBA 3x3. World Tour Marseille Master. We are in Marseille for the first time and on the court, the currently best team of the world. Sur le terrain, l'équipe en noir, c'est tout simplement...
Welcome to the world of 3x3, baby. It's an exciting new brand of basketball. You got two teams of 3 players on the court, and you got 1 player sitting on the bench here with me. Playing on the half court with 1 rim. With the official 3x3 basketball made especially for the fast-paced outdoor game. The first team to 21 points is your winner, or the team with the most points after 10 minutes. You have just 12 seconds on the shot clock, and the clock is ticking, baby. Anything inside the arc is worth 1 point, while anything outside the arc is worth 2. That's how I do, baby. And once you score, the ball doesn't stop. Offense turns to defense just like that. It's a 10-minute sprint.
The first game with the French team. On a besoin de ton énergie, Marseille, s'il te plaît, le palais des...
Bag of $40,000 on the line. And again, we're missing Kyle out here. So hit me up to let me know how I'm doing, because I'm going to be, this is my first World Tour as a solo broadcaster at BAZZ50 on Instagram. Also tell Kyle we miss him at 3x3 The Voice. He'll be back soon though, and then hit up our official account at FIBA 3x3. Now look at the matchup between Huishan and Jeddah. They are 1-1 in pro circuit history, but as said, are 10-0 to start the season. Best thing is, all 10 of those games ended before the limit, and they averaged 21 points per game, which is crazy if you think about it. There's the fearsome foursome from Serbia, and this man's back. Nim Diesel, Nemanja Barac. He wasn't there in Manila with the crew, but he is back here in Marseille. Then the living legend, Dejan Majstorovic. Could be considered the best player in 3x3 history, I think, so far. Leading scorer anyways, Marko Brankovic, the beast. Broncula out here looking to suck some blood. And then the world number 1, Strahinja Stojacic, aka Dr. Strange. The foursome is back together. They have yet to lose a game this year on the World Tour. They have slipped a little bit in the challenger circuit, though. I'll tell you that. They've played 2 challengers where they have qualified. So the fact that we call that a slide is pretty much attests to their standard of excellence that they've put forth this year. But they did lose some games. Now look at this Jeddah squad. Kevin Core leading the team. He's been the staple of this Jeddah team for years. He's joined by his former French national teammate, Dominique Gentil, who made the transfer from Team Versailles last year. For the old heads among you, I used to play against this guy, and he is tough as nails. Then, Ovidijs Varanauskas, who made a surprise return to 3x3 in 2021. Been on the Jeddah squad for a couple of years now, and they are joined by new addition, Malik Halujawecki. Malik played for Omaha 3-ball last year, really put them on the map. Made the transfer to Jeddah this summer, and he's looking to energize this revamped Jeddah team. Kevin Core, he's playing at home, so that's Dominique Gentil, by the way. So even though the team name might say Saudi Arabia, we got some French cats on the team. All right, toss. Ref Marek getting the teams ready to go. Look at the referees. That's Ref Marek and Ref Alex for you. And they will be leading these teams in this game. So it's going to be curious to see if UB can continue their winning ways. Again, have dropped some games in the challenger circuit, still qualified though in each one of those challengers. So they did manage to get what they got for. Their World Tour spots are in order. And look at the star profile here, Strahinja Stojacic. That's an obvious one, world number 1. He's toned down the mustache a little bit. I'm curious about that. He had that broom sticking out during the World Cup, but now it's a little bit more modest. And then Malik Halujawecki, coming in fresh out of Omaha, trying to bring his energy to this squad. And I have seen him do some crazy things. He played in a pro tour in the Netherlands last year, where they showed up with 3 fellas in 35 degrees Celsius weather, and they ran through the field. Mind you, this is all played in one day, so we're talking pools and finals. So 5 games in a day, just 3 people, and this guy still had some energy left afterwards to talk. I can't even imagine. Maybe you play 1 game now, I might be out. I might have to drop the mic and walk away. You guys won't hear anything. All right, we're getting ready for tip-off here. We'll start with The Rock. Living legend, Dejan Majstorovic, a.k.a. the Maestro, will get that shot when we're underway here in Marseille. Good beast. Giving it up. Dr. Strange, first shot from outside the arc. Not a make, though. There's Malik with the rebound, showing off that hustle. Just curious to see what his role is going to be with this team. Nice little floater there. I like that. That's a teardrop. That's crazy. But it's going to be interesting to see what his role is going to be like with this new team, as he was a screener mainly for Omaha last year. He's running around trying to get Dylan Travis and Trey Bardsley the ball. Look at Nim Diesel coming in with the first dunk of the tournament. That's why he's back. The Serbian strongman out there rocking the rim. That's a strongman dunk right there. That shell is holding up fine, though. Malik Ovidijs Varanauskas. Still looking out there for Malik, creating some space and dropping off that 2-bomb. That man's game is versatile, I'll tell you that. He's out there physical as well, so it'll be a turnover on U, but look at this. That's from the deep end, too. Varanauskas to Gentil. Strongman versus strongman. That's a double step back. All right. And a steal by Gentil as well, but he's going to have to contend with Nim Diesel. And again, I like Dominic Gentile's strength, but he just might be running into a brick wall there. And then Nemanja Barac might be the strongest guy out in the field. I'll say this though, as far as strongman, I know Amsterdam brought Julian Yachting this tournament. We got Gentile, we got Barac, we got Yachting. We might have to start a strongman calendar. That might be something. Stojic. So foul on Jeddah. That will be their first. So what you usually do before a tournament like this, right, is you start looking up some of the World Tour stats. And if you look on the World Tour.FIBA 3x3.com page, you can pretty much check out anything you want. So I started checking out the summary stats, and pretty much every summary stat I got to was Strahinja Stojic. He's leading the field in player value, top scores, most highlights, most buzzer beaters, most key assists, triple fives, double fives, drives, like you name it, he's up there. So that man fills it up. Gentile to the hoop. Drops it off over to Broncula. The Beast, though, nice backdoor pass there. Maestro, that is smooth. Jeddah with the early lead here, though. Varanauskas, again, a score for the Saudi squad. He's raising up the points here. 7 points in less than 2 minutes. Ooh, on their heels a little bit here. Apparently there's a back screen coming. I don't know if y'all heard that, but I did. Maestro, kick out. The Beast, patient though. Shot will be a miss. Holding foul called on Jeddah. Third foul on them. Strovic will take a seat. All right, Nim Diesel to the Beast. Good play for that world #1, but you can't scream like that. That is an offensive foul. All right, Malik back at it. We need to get this guy a nickname because his last name is too tough to pronounce. Malujaweki. I like the name though. Not trying to be mean to him, but we need a nickname for this guy. Back to Malik. Varanauskas. Again, for you old heads out there, Varanauskas with the deep two. Man, Jeddah really putting it to Oob right now. But Varanauskas, he used to dominate the game early on in the Beast. Wow. Just dropped Varanauskas there on that post move. Varanauskas used to dominate the 3x3 game early on. He was one of the faces of early 3x3, like before 2016. And then he disappeared for a while there. Got back in the game in 2021 with a splash. The W at the Prague Masters with this Jeddah squad. Right now, didn't have a great year last year. Wow, that's a nice move. Foul on Barac. And Lujuweki in the face there, trying to contain him on that drive. All right, so Jeddah looking good early. 10-3. Didn't expect that to start the day, to be honest with you. I don't know if anybody did. But this revamped squad looking like it's clicking on all cylinders. Lujuweki adding to that lead. And another one. So they are up 9 points right now on the unbeaten Oob. Seeing an early upset, maybe. You have to get the 3-minute mark too. Strahinja Stojic, 2-point shot. It's undercut there a little bit by Varanauskas, so we go to the line and get 2 shots. 5 fouls on both teams. So they are close to the penalty. For y'all that don't know, once you hit that 7th foul, every foul is 2 free throws. And if you get past that, once you get to 10, it's 2 free throws and possession. Dr. Strange. That's that First one to drop. Second one a no-go though. Moving for this Jeddah squad. Good screening. And another 2 for Gentile. The lead for Jeddah now. 10 points on Barac to the hoop. And Diesel cutting into that, but there needs some 2-point shots to fall because this is a big, big deficit that U's facing right now. Baranauskas another 2. Hey, I told you guys, we're indoors, so no weather conditions are affecting the game. It is going to affect the play. 2-point shots are falling everywhere. Barac, miss, fights for the board, another shot, Barac. That'll be the 6th foul on Jeddah. So we head into our first TV timeout. Crazy game so far. Again, quick early lead for Jeddah, and we're at, we haven't even played all that much. They're up big, look at this. Lead with the move and the teardrop to start us off. Playing well. I like that. They're dropping tears like it's Zelda. That's a be wild. Nobody played that game? Hit me if you play some of that Zelda lately. All right. Nim Diesel, Nemanja Barac to the line. Try and cut into this Jeddah lead. He gets to the go. 14-6. We're at the 6:33 mark. If Jeddah keeps scoring like this, we might end this game very early. Another smart play there by Gentile. You felt Dr. Strange's hand coming. Wingspan is helping him out, but Gentile, he's going to get to the free throw line for 2 shots this time. Who used to be a staple on the French national team back in the days when I still played. And has kind of moved on, played for Versailles last year. Made that step to the move to the Jeddah squad. It's looking like a smart decision, though, I'll tell you that. Strankovic, no. Barac with the rebound. Out of bounds. Who's missing some of that patience that they usually do, and they are under pressure because Jeddah scoring so easily. Normally, who can take their time in the game, lean on their defense, and be very patient on offense, but they need to get something going right now because 6 points is not enough. Referees are looking at the score right now. I think. All right, we're good. We can keep playing. All right, so a little over 6 minutes to go here, and a huge deficit for this team. Who again have not lost a single game this year. They're gonna have to find some magic to continue that run. Barac, he's been the only one getting stuff going, but even he starts to miss now. Barac, 2-point shot. No, and the rebound for Poor. Back to Baranauskas. Baranauskas attacking off the dribble, step back. No go. Travel there. Maestro runs into his own teammate, and it's just looking like Oob is not all that sharp to start the day here. Gentile. Baranauskas, another 2-point shot. This time, rebound Majstorovic. For the Beast. Maestro. 2-point shot, no good. But the rebound, again, for the Beast. If you just score 1-point shots, though, that might be too much of a gap to get back into this game, even though we're still 5 minutes away from complete time. 15 points for Jeddah, though. Delay game warning there. Fouls at 6 apiece. Gentile off of the screen of Baranauskas, 2-point shot, but offensive foul called. That was was a bit too much on that screen there. Can't be putting that much sauce on there. All right, Dr. Strange to the hoop.
Dr. Strange.
He's good at attacking that rim, getting them long arms, and getting some dunks. He's gonna have to stop Malik Halujawecki though. Getting to make that layup, he got past him. Strange again, 2-point shot, no, but offensive foul, Dr. Strange, for kicking out his feet. Look at Strange with the smash. Taking out that sling ring. All right, Halujawecki back at it. 4 in the post. That 3-second rule, he's gonna have to get that shot up. Nice little turnaround, but not the friendly rim just yet for the Frenchman. Maestro stepped out of bounds. Surprisingly, all of these things aren't going well for Oud. Stepping out of bounds, some travel violations, some fouls that aren't too smart. Again, Oud's not looking all that sharp. Could this be because of the recent couple of losses in the Challenger? I'm not sure. Let's see if this Jeddah team can capitalize on the lack of focus here on the Serbian side. Strange to Barac. Barac to the hoop, but no. Strange again. Shot clock at 1 second, so he's going to have to put it up. And it's a no-go for Strange. He misses on the steal as well. Varanauskas, though. Second court. That's business decisions right there. Who can't foul, so Core should be able to get his buckets whenever he wants. The Beast, though. Big 2-point shot. Maybe this will bring some life to the Serbian team. Gentile to the basket. That's a friendly dunk. He was going to get he's getting a little angry at the rim, but that was really nice. Barac, foul. 2 shots, Nemanja Barac. That might be what gets him back in this game. We'll see. Look at this. Gentile with the soft spike there. Nice. All right, so second TV timeout. 11-17. Both teams are in the bonus right now, but very surprising game to start this day, to say the least. Look at this Varanauskas 2-point shot. Gentile also. Jeddah's been attacking from all levels of the floor, right? They're attacking the basket. They got some shots to go down. Feels like they have slowed down just a little bit. Who might have just turned the defense up? I don't know. Last couple of scores here as we look at things. Barac, though, will go back to the line for 2 shots. Diesel misses that first one. Nemanja Barac, who was missing from their Manila win. He was left at home in favor of Huishan, but he's back for this one. He's showing why, because he has been attacking aggressively. Gentile, 2-point shot, no. And another foul on Jeddah. Holding call. 2 free throws for the most deadly free throw shooter in the game, Dejan Majstorovic, who's at 93% on the season. So, you know, some easy buckets here, probably. Jeddah also close to that double bonus. 9th foul. Maestro gets the first one to go. And also drops in the second one. 13-17, that deficit is shrunk just a little bit. 4, no, can't get it to go. Maestro with the rebound, back to Dr. Strange. The Beast again with a travel. There's some careless turnovers on Oud's end here. Something we're not used to from them. They're usually the most focused squad out here. Varanauskas. Or with the screen, Varanauskas pull up, free throw line, money. That's front for you people that were here before the Euro. Maestro kick out. Barac has to put it up. 2 seconds on the shot clock. A lot of bodies on the floor. Malik with the rebound though. And Lujuweki will reset here. And they go after Core again. He has to put it up. Rebound Barge, he loses it. Again, Carroll's turnovers. Just really doing work on Oob right now. Malik. Another one of those floaters. With the rebound for Varanauskas, he puts it in. 19-13 Jeddah right now, which is something that's looking like a big upset. It's a foul. Stojacic is guarding here, and he ran into the screen. I feel like he might have tried to sell that one just a little bit. I don't think he agrees though, but I don't think a lot of players agree with the referee. So that will be the 8th foul, I believe. Look at this, the beast just casually moving some furniture there. And then John Thiel with the beautiful 2-point stroke. It's cozy as French toast on a Sunday morning. Y'all like that? Got a French joke in there. All right, so 2 shots. Kevin Core, and he could end the game with this. Gets the first one to drop. If he gets his second one to go, that will be Oob's first loss of the year. And a huge upset for Jeddah, but he has to get this one to go. Let's see how cold he is. If there's any ice in those French veins. And there is. Kevin Core hands their first loss of the season to Huishan, who are not looking sharp in this first game. Careless turnovers and just some opportunistic play here by Jeddah. We'll come away with a 7-point victory here in the first game of the day. An upset in Pool A. So that new look is working out for Jeddah. John Thiel as well as Malik Halujuweki did some really, really nice things out there. Coming through with some layups, some shots, and then the veteran Kevin Core to cap off the game with 2 free throws after a Dr. Strange foul. Weird game for Oob again. Great game for Jeddah. Bit of a difficult game. Look back at what we saw here in this one. We started off with the Malik teardrop here, which is the start of a crazy run where they scored almost 12 points in the first 2 minutes of the game. Oob was trying to get back into things. The only one that really got going for them this game is Nemanja Barac, Nim Diesel, and that's not always a good sign, I'll tell you that. If the world #1 and the leading scorer in World Tour history aren't playing all that well, then that might not be good for your team. And a lot of space there for Varanauskas, who was putting up some bombs from 2 points, and then Dominic Gentile going at the basket, as well as Varanauskas, who's looking spry out there. This team's looking like they train together and they click. Yeah, the beast moving Varanauskas out of the way like a piece of paper, but that wasn't enough. As you can see, it's 12-4 at this point. Gentile added to that. Dr. Strange only got loose for that one. Didn't bring his levitation cape out just yet. That was just a sling ring dunk, but then Kevin Core calmly from the free throw line ends the game. 21-14.
Vienna, vu que j'ai été un peu méchant, que je t'ai pris un peu par surprise, tu prends quand même la casquette. Est-ce que vous voulez d'autres cadeaux, Marseille? Alors restez là, on revient.
All right, so next up we got Pool B action. Vienna back on the tour after the a performance they had in the opener. Came in third in Utsunomiya, but they have been missing ever since. They focused their attention on the World Cup in their home country, which I understand. It was a nice tournament. I was there. It's crazy. Crowds out here at Marseille. A lot of people are in the venue. I like it.
Please welcome the team, ladies and gentlemen. First,
all right, that's where they are.
Vienna, Austria.
The team from Austria. These four fellas, they got the talent to go far. They've proven that in Utsunomiya. And now they headline a Pool B. And they start off with the burner, Nico Kaltenbrunner.
Wearing number 3, Philipp Kramer.
Number 4, the hammer, Philipp Kramer, who went absolutely ballistic at the World Cup.
Wearing number 9,
Back to that, but he almost single-handedly destroyed Oob there. Turned into Mjolnir for a second, but couldn't get the job done down the stretch. And that man, the Black Panther.
And wearing number 4,
Quincy Diggs. And this guy, we need to figure out what his nickname is. Matthias Linortner, we called him the Math Man, and I think back home they call him Hawkeye. So hit us up, at FIBA 3x3 and let us know what you guys think, because I'm confused. I don't know what nickname to give this man. I don't know what to call him, so I'm going to call him the Math Man for now. But if y'all say he should be called differently, Hawkeye sounds like a good option as well. All right, next up we got the hometown heroes. Team Marseille. Matteo Kowe. Number 2, Leopold Delaunay.
Numéro 4, Maxime Galland.
Maxime Galland with number 4.
Numéro 3, Lorenzo
And the number 3, Lorenzo Tiroir Samson. Now, I've seen a lot of these guys. I coached the Dutch youth national team in the Nations Leagues last year, so I was around the youth competitions, and these fellas dominated our pool completely, right? So I've seen these fellas do everything. They are a team based off of movement. They try to have individual actions as well and some individual talent. I think you're going to see Galland try to shoot the lights out here, as well as Kowe, who's also a little bit herky-jerky. He's got some oomph to his game going towards the basket. I like Lorenzo Tiroir Samson, though. The man was last year's Nations League Finals MVP with a reason. He was third in the field in scoring and was all over the place when it comes to defense as well as offense. But they are going to have to go up against this Vienna squad. And Vienna, well, they've proven themselves in the past. Quincy Diggs, he put on some vibranium threads, racking up 32 points in 4 games in the season opener. And he's taking the lead on this Austrian squad this year. Again, these Austrians had an awesome performance at their Vienna World Cup, where the crazy crowds out there, 2,500 people, carried them to new heights. The Nordner, as well as the burner, Nico Kaltenbrunner, and the hammer almost beat Serbia in the quarterfinals there. It was so close, especially the hammer, man. He came out there, and I don't know what possessed the man. Thor flew down from Asgard and picked him up, because, my God, this guy was hitting shots from everywhere. All of a sudden, he was dunking. He was hitting 2-point shots. He was just crossing people over, getting to the bucket at will. And it's interesting to see if he can repeat that, because that's the version of the hammer that can bring this Vienna team very far, right? We know what the burner is going to do. We know what Linortner can do. We also know what Quincy Diggs can do, even though he's a very good player. They are known commodities. And the hammer, though, after that injury, he could be a little up and down, and I'm curious to see what he's going to be coming with today. If he's going to be your regular toolkit hammer, or if he's going to be Mjolnir. We'll see. It's time to get underway. Your referee referees for this game are Ref Vlad as well as Cecilia Toth. They'll be guiding these men to a positive outcome. It's curious to see how the crowds here are going to react to their hometown team, Marseille, stepping on the court as well. That usually helps you out. People cheering you on. Let's see if the French family out here can make some noise. But the burner, though, starting off that ball, screen from the Hammer. And an easy bucket for the burner, who, we mentioned this before, has lost a ton of weight, gotten in great shape. He's actually able to dunk a basketball now, which is something that I never thought I'd see. Foul there on Marseille and a screen. And the burner back in action. The Hammer going at Galin. And this is stuff I'm talking about. If he can do this consistently, Vienna is going to be a very dangerous team in this tournament. But he is going to have to start contending with people on defense as well. This is a look at the strength on that guy. My goodness. Delene, 2-point shot, no. Rebound for Galin, though. So it's these young guys' first experience at this men's level in the World Tour anyways. From experience, that is something you have to get used to. You see Diggs. Great take. Black Panther there dropping off the bucket. The other end, though. In the net. 2-point shot. Diggs again. No, thank you, but the burner almost tapped that out. Marseille running in some tough defense here. Good test by Diggs. Better shot by Kowe, though. Kaltenbrunner. Kaltenbrunner with the 2-point shot under pressure. Can't get it to go, but that ball falls, well, almost falls in the hands of Will Nordner. Crazy scramble, but it is Austrian ball. Diggs has to take a shot. He gets taken down in the last second. That's not a smart foul there by Kowe. But yeah, it might be youthful enthusiasm. I don't know. All right, so Diggs on the free throw line.
Number 9 for one shot, number 9, Vienna.
Gets that to go. Second foul, Marseille, so nothing going on just yet. Like I said, these guys play movement-based offense, but hey, just get that on the drop. And then the Hammer underneath is tough to contend with. Has to take the shot. Shot clock pressure. The Nordner, though, should be on the spot. Gets that rebound time just right. A 5-3 lead here for Vienna. Looks like a foul on Vienna there. Gallen. Tiroir Samson. That's a good take, but doesn't go down. The Hammer finds the burner. Kaltenbrunner underneath. Ooh, that's a good call by ref Cecilia Toth there. Kaltenbrunner grabbed onto Galen's arm and tried to get some space. Look at this. They're trying to hook him up there. But, you know, Galen doesn't need no wingman. He's got that. Kowe, step back, no. Movement again, though. Over the outstretched arms of the Black Panther. And a 4-5 game. Marseille's actually hanging in there because of some defense. Look at that. Tiroir Samson just held his ground against one of the strongest guys in the tournament, the Hammer. Took a shot back. right, we're at our first TV timeout. 5-4 Vienna. The scoring has been few and far between. We got our first game out of the way where the scoring was crazy. And the second game, well, so far it has been sporadic. Neither team can hit shots from the outside. It's attacking the rack and trying to play through some physicality here. So let's see who comes out on top. All right, Kowe with the check. And again, these young fellas, I've been saying they have to get used to this level, but they have succeeded in all of the youth levels that FIBA has offered, right? They've won the Nations League. They have also done very well in the Under-23 World Cup. And they also did very well guarding Quincy Diggs on that possession. Kowe, two-point shot. Nope. Again, he has to contend with Diggs, who's relentlessly attacking the rack. Gets his own board, gets it back in. 6-4 for Vienna here. Look at Diggs, just fearlessly attacking the rack, gets his own rebound, puts it back up. He's really stepped up this year for the Austrian squad. Again, scoring 32 points in 4 games in the Utsunomiya opener, leading them to a third place. Hiro Samson, no. Diggs finds the burner and burns Delaney for a point. 7-4 Vienna. Missed the easy one. Again, having to contend with the burner. He finds Diggs underneath. 8-4. Samson, oh, wow. Foul on the floor, but Samson was looking to do something nasty there. Back to it, Delaney. I like that movement. I like the way you cut. I won't say G, out of respect for my colleague Kyle. That's his verb. I'll leave that out, but I like your cut. Again, movement style basketball, getting that bucket for Delaney. And they get a steal. Woo, again. Look at Marseille. 3 quick buckets for the young guns. Then Hammer with the easy pass to the math man, who puts up 1 extra point on the board. Delaney, another one. No. What you'll see Marseille do a lot is when they clear the ball, they'll screen away. They'll slip that screen to try to get a layup, and they caught Austria sleeping, or Vienna, sleeping 3 times now with that. That's something to look out for in these games, the tactics that people use, the way they try to get free and get open. Again, from experience with these young French fellas, they try to do that by faking screens and running at the hoop. Lenordner, 2-point shots. He says 1 + 1 = 2. Thank you, Mr. Math. Galin, step back. Not really, but still puts it up. That's the one thing where they have to start contending with. The early seals there from the Hammer is really hurting Marseille. Hammer is just a big, strong, physical dude, as we all know. He's putting people underneath that basket. Colton Cleaner. No good. We are past the halfway mark of this game, and Vienna's up 4 points on the young Marseille squad. They need some help. They need the crowd to start getting into this. Kowe, step back, 2-point shot. That's good. That'll help. Deficit back to 2 points. Vienna back in action. Diggs, 2. No thank you. Lenartner with the rebound, but a great tap out there by Delaney. 2 himself, and we're tied at 11. These young guys are not afraid. They have been in big games before. Diggs, no. Diggs might have one of the fastest first steps in the game. I'd like to see him take off. Who else should be in that race? I'd say Gilles Martin, faster Martin. I like his first step. I think maybe Worthy. There's a couple of guys in this game that can really, really go and take off on that first step. But look at Delaney bringing his squad back to an 11-11 tie here with 3:50 to go at the second TV timeout. This could be a day filled with upsets, people. It's a 10-minute sprint to 21. Everybody can win this game. Also, everybody can play this game, right? So if you're looking to play, grab a ball, go to your closest port. Also look at our website, though, play.FIBA3x3.com. Sign up for some tournaments. I'll play with some people if y'all really want me to. The burner puts the afterburners on, gets to the basket, but then, I'm about to say, Theorod Samson was trying to get loose on that one, but didn't get it to go. Carlton Brunner to the math man. They run that pin down screen a lot. The math man's overpowering Theorod Samson for the easy bucket there at 13-11, but Theorod Samson the other end. Oh, come on. Tried to dunk twice and now he's just laying it up because he's not trying to miss, but we're trying to see something. I'm trying to get excited. Well, I am excited. Actually, I'm excited. The hammer, fighting underneath. Gets the bucket to drop. Again, still a 2-point lead for Vienna. Samson throws it up for Galan, but Galan wasn't looking to get that alley-oop going. Foul on Theorod Samson. Grabbed on somebody. That will be the 5th foul on Marseille. Diggs back in action. Hammer going at the basket. Another foul by the young guys. This one on a shooting motion, so that'll be a free throw for the Hammer. Galen will take a seat. So the Hammer really baffled me during the Austrian World Cup. Again, I know he's coming back from injury. He was almost invisible in the pool phase games. The rest of his team was playing well. And then he just had an out-of-body experience against the Serbs in the quarterfinals where he went ballistic. I think he scored 15 points in that game. That's something. Had a good seal there, but Lenartner couldn't get it to him.
2 minutes 45 seconds to go. 2 points lead, Vienna. Les supporters de Marseille, du bruit pour ton équipe.
All right, Diggs. 2-point shot. Can't drop him off just yet. Diggs has been able to find his way to the basket, but hasn't been able to hit shots from the outside. Then another 2-point shot for the young fella. No.
2 minutes 28 to go.
Even though we're next to the Mediterranean Sea, it has been dry out here from 2-point land. My goodness.
1 team from Belgium, 1 team from the Netherlands. The next game,
all right, the burner. Maybe he can make with that. Lenartner, 2 points. No. Good hustle there by Carlton Brunner, but he couldn't save that ball in bounds. That would be Marseille possession. I can take a moment here to thank our official ball sponsor, Wilson, our official timekeeper, Maurice Lacroix, our official global partner, Chooks to Go, and our floor partner, Enzio, as well as Shelby Sports for giving us the hoop to play on. So some local sponsors who made this happen: Oreca, SK Week, Fun Radio, Département Boucher du Rhône, If I'm saying that correctly, my French is not great, people. Sorry. Région Sud and the FIBA. Samson going at the hammer. Hammer with the quick hands. And the hammer looked like he was going to hammer that down, but he had no lift. Blew a tire on that one. 15-12 though, Vienna. That's what I'm talking about. Again, so the hammer, sometimes he'll get one of these games where he can throw that one down and reach the top of the backboard. And then this one, he looked like he was going to jump, and then he just, well, made a very hard layup. Hammer again. No go. Rebound tapped around and ends up with Diggs, who, well, people have been abusing those boards on the side. It's like the second time somebody ran into him. All right, check ball Marseille. We got 1:30 to go. We got a 3-point lead for Vienna, and this is an interesting game, ladies and gentlemen. Galin, uh-oh, forgot the basketball? You forgot that Wilson. And Kaltenbrunner, easy layup, 16-12, Vienna. Eduard Samson hasn't gotten loose just yet, but he's got one now. I keep thinking this man's going to yam on somebody, but he's not. He's careful. That's good, though. It's a sign of maturity. Kaltenbrunner gets another one to go. Kaltenbrunner's been in his bag today, ladies and gentlemen. Then Eduard Samson, no, not really. Another good seal. This time by Quincy Diggs. It's looking like this game might go Vienna's way down the stretch here. Delaunay. Seconds and a 5-point lead here for the Viennese. Make that 6. The Nordner puts the lead back up to 7. We got about 20 seconds to go. Looks like this one might just be getting out of reach here for the young guns from Marseille. Put up a valiant effort. Mind you, they were it was 14-12, but now it's 20-13. The defense gave out a little bit. So another timeout with 17.9 seconds on the clock. Again, the young guns running out of steam here on down the stretch. 14-12 turning into 20-13, and that might have been costly. Eduard Samson blew the wide open dunk. I've seen him hit many of those, so that's surprising. Might just be bright lights. First time on the World Tour, you might get something like that. Kaltenbrunner knows what to do with that rock. All right, Vienna. Kaltenbrunner in action, 2-point shot. Not really. Diggs with the rebound though, 5 seconds on the clock. Quincy Diggs fading away. Again, no, and that is all she wrote. It will be a 20-13 victory for Vienna, who were just more consistent down the stretch than this young Marseille team. We did show some nice things, and mind you, this is the fellas' first World Tour. And, they had to go up against the number 2 ranked team here in Vienna. So they did perform well, but kind of ran out of gas there late. And the Vienna squad will take that first W in their pool as we look back on what we just saw. Started off with the hammer, trying to go at that hoop, finding an anvil. He was using that strength early enough to overpower the young French cats. Kaltenbrunner here tried to sneak one in, grabbing the arm of Maxime Galin, but he couldn't get it to go. Quincy Diggs, though, again, showing out in his new role as the lead on this Austrian squad. Getting buckets close to the basket at will. And that man, he can still do 1+1. He knows how much 2 is. It's worth a lot. Crowds here in Marseille were getting behind the hometown team, and then Tiroir Samson missed the wide open dunk. I'm still a little bit sad about that. Come on, young fella. You don't want to go down just for me, so I can use the voice a little bit. Screen. And then some easy scores for Vienna made the difference down the stretch. Some seals, especially here by Kaltenbrunner. Marseille tried to get in a couple of shots up, but it wasn't enough down the stretch as Vienna takes this one 20-13. We will be moving on to Pool C here in Marseille. Pool C action starting with Antwerp TOPdesk playing against Haarlem.
Ready for the next game?
I'm excited for this game. I'll tell you guys, speaking of World Tour debuts, this team Haarlem used to be a couple of fellas that I used to coach. So I'm happy to see him out here in Marseille. But first, we got to get reacquainted with Team Antwerp TOPdesk. Life without must-see TV has been very good for them. Look at the new addition, Jonas Voerts coming out first. He was nice out there out in Challenger win in Ulaanbaatar. As the menace has been terrorizing people all year, but he's also picked up more of a scoring load. Brian de Valk, him and veteran Nick Sellis will round out the squad here. Missing Kasper Augustijnen. He's flashed a lot of his versatility this year, but he's especially after his MVP in Ulaanbaatar, might I add. But they left him at home to show off some of their depth. Brought in Voerts in his case. Nick Sellis also back on the court. Clark Kent happy to be out here. I just talked to him. He said he had some calf issues, but he was happy to be here, and it looked like his calf was doing all right. Then we got this guy. Look, if I had to put my money on somebody that was going to have at least a dunk in this game and try to maybe dunk on somebody, it's going to be this man, Dylan van Eyck. Joining Team Haarlem here. It's going to be a good move for him. All right, the other guys from Team Haarlem. Luc Slont, Jacopo Bertotti, and Dan van Tilburg. So these young guys, they qualified through the Quest in Amsterdam. Beat Team Utrecht to get here, actually. Might have to start calling them Team Haarlem. That's what's on their shirts. But they are Team Haarlem. I'll say it in Dutch for you guys.
You have red, you have white.
I'm curious to see what they can do. I'm very proud of them for making it here, first of all, obviously. But only one player with some World Tour experience on the squad. That's Luc. Luc has played in last year's World Tour in Utrecht. All the other fellas on this team are new to the field, and they are going to have to contend with one of the top teams in the field this year. As again, Team Antwerp has been, well, they've been kind of up and down this year. I'm not going to lie, they're not all good. Antwerp is second place in the World Tour Utsunomiya opener. Made it to the finals but lost to Wu. Then they came in 11th in the Fujian Shenzhen Challenger. Came in first, as I said, in the Ulaanbaatar Challenger. So Antwerp, who had a great year last year, looking to add to that opener start. And they start out against these young fellas. Team Haarlem is going to be unknown for them. I know Haarlem is practicing with the first with Amsterdam and Utrecht a couple times a week, so I know they know how to play some 3x3 for sure, but they also know the competition very well, just from talking to all the older players. They are a very young team though, so let's see what they can do. And we're getting started here. Check ball Dylan. Dylan is one of the more versatile players here. He's big, he's long, he can shoot, and also dunk. He can really take over a game if he has the height. Dan van Tilburg. Handing it off to Dylan. Easy pass, easy dunk for Dan. That's a great start to your World Tour career right there. Get a screen going, then easy dunk. This fella, ladies and gentlemen, Don, he can score from all over the court. Look at that. That man is a scorer. He can shoot, he can drive, and now he can dunk as well. I think this squad has the ingredients to be nice in the future. I'm curious to see what they can do here now. Dennis the Menace. Well, easy two. Backdoor cut for Bertotti. Laying it up.
Second point team man to tie the game, 2-2.
Nick Sellis left open. He can hit those every now and then. He's not known to be a shooter. Don, though, he is, but he's inside the backboard. Back to Dylan, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Bertotti flips it to Don van Tilburg, and he has to put it up. Oh, he does. 3-2 lead here for Haarlem early on. Putting some pressure on Antwerp, I like it. Sellis going at the hoop, floater. No, tap out though, the Valk. Donker again open for two. And another rebound for the Antwerp squad here. De Valk, post move. Well, that finally drops. After 3 offensive rebounds, for sure you're going to get a bucket at some point. Back to Dylan. Dylan to Don. Back to Dylan. 2-point shot, Dylan. No go. Dennis, another 2. Well, you give him a couple of tries, he might start hitting some. So that one drops, 5-3. As the Belgians are out rebounding the young guys from Haarlem, as well as out shooting them right now. Don, though, he's the one getting loose all the time for the Dutch team. Showing that he belongs on this level. 5-4. All right, Dennis Donker, Dennis the Menace. So again, not just a defender, but carrying the offensive load here. He can create his own shot, but he can get a pass as well. Dylan, on the other hand, 2 points up and 2 points down for Dylan van Eyck. And a block for him as well. All right, you do you, Dylan. I like that. Another 2-point shot for Dylan van Eyck. Putting up Haarlem 8-6 here on this Antwerp squad. Only one for Antwerp that's been able to get going is Dennis Donker, but can't get that one to go. Rebound to Valk though. Back to Dennis. Screen and roll. Foul though. Luc Slom. Foul before the bucket. Second foul on Haarlem. At the first TV timeout, and surprisingly the Young Guns for Team Haarlem up 2 points on Antwerp. Don van Tilburg getting loose early with that dunk. Just to give him some confidence. Thought he's finding Van Tilburg underneath the basket. He's got a little hook shot in him. All right. All right, check ball for the Flemish. Has tossed that one away. Remind you guys that Team Antwerp won their first World Tour in Debrecen last year. This was still with must-see TV on the squad. Voorts. Now he can shoot, we know that. He played in the Ulaanbaatar Challenger, and as we all know, Steve Sir, who plays on Team Ulaanbaatar, likes to throw up some 2-point shots. And Voorts was the only person in the field to try to attempt more 2s than Steve Sir. He shot 39 of them in 5 games. Well, there you go. This is the reason why. He is a sharp shooter. Dylan, on the other hand, is also for 2. Oh, both teams are getting loose right now. Deuces are wild. No. No, that's not good. Sloan got hit in the knee. And let's hope it's just a knee bump. Let's hope it's nothing worse than that, but he is still down. Could be knee to knee, but it could be worse. I don't know. Let's go back to some of the highlights here. Dennis Donker getting loose for that backdoor cut. And again, I like what Dennis has been doing this year with picking up more of an offensive role compared to his just defensive role last year. He's creating his own shot. He's kind of stepped into that must-see TV role, maybe a little bit extra too. But then Forts, a new addition. There we go. 2-point shot after 2-point shot. So Luke Sloan is up, but he's not moving well. So his team's helping him off the court. Let's hope he is okay and his knee's not banged up too much. Haarlem for now will have to continue though with 3 players for 6 minutes, and it's a tough task, especially against this Antwerp squad. So 11-10 though at this point. Dylan van Eyck trying to get creative. Don, couple seconds on the shot clock. Gets one to drop. 11-11 tie here with 6 minutes left to go in the game. Don't count out this Haarlem team. Dennis Donker got free for another 2-point shot. And then the physicality of the game. Jonas Ford's just taking the cookies from down from Tilburg. Said, give me those. Schoolyard bully foul in Haarlem as well. Not a very physical game so far. As you can see, only 3 fouls on Haarlem, 1 on Antwerp. So the physicality of the game is the physicality that we've seen in other games, let's just say that, has not been on display here. All right, even the Volks start hitting some 2-point shots now. Again, 15-11 Antwerp. Haarlem playing with 3 guys because of a knee injury here with Luke Sloan. Hope he's all right, but they are playing with 3 fellas. Dylan blocked up by the Volk. Screen, open shot. Dylan van Eyck, nope. And then the Volk underneath that basket. And that ball will be out on Antwerp, and it'll be Haarlem or Haarlem ball, whatever you want to say. This team's not to be mistaken with New York Haarlem. I'd say the makeup of the team is a little different as well, but it is the city that that borough in New York was named after. All right, BV. That pressure from Antwerp is it's really something out here. And it's a high-scoring game, too. 15-11 after 5 minutes of play. Bertotti lost that one away. Now he has to contend with the Volk. Fouls him easy. Bertotti does give up some height. He is a gunner, though. And shoot. They have to get loose for a couple of 2-point shots if they want to have a chance to beat the 3rd seed here in this Pool C action today. It's only the 3rd game of the day, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a bunch more to go. Celis. No. Dylan to Don. Don with the fake screen and the smooth layup. On the other hand, Donkor finds Celis. Easy lay. Bertotti. Hitting the head on that. It's 2 free throws. Nice little nifty move there, but down from Tilburg. Jacopo Bertotti makes the first. And this is a young fella that has not only represented the Netherlands on the youth stages of 3x3 basketball, he's also working for 3x3 Unites, an organization that I've also working for back in the Netherlands, where we try to push the 3x3 game in all its levels. HiPRO has been a big part of our organization, so shout out to him for that. But back to it though, this ball gets tapped in. That's a weird little move there. 17-13 though, and now the defense for the Dutch is really not showing up anymore. It's starting to hurt them that they're playing with 3. Dylan trying to go at Dennis the Menace, but we all know Dennis is a great defender. Step back though, Dylan. No, thank you. On the other hand, Jonas Voers. All right, so second TV timeout. Antwerp's really taking the lead in this game after an injury scare there for Luc Slondu. He is walking around, but I don't think he's going to get back into the game. It looks like he's a little ginger on that knee. Look at that, 2 points. But it didn't go in the first time. And somebody just kind of tapped that up there. Yeah, well, that's probably like the best version of shooter's luck you can get. If you miss it that badly, because that shot from Donko wasn't even close to the rim, but somebody made that for him. All right, DeVault. Clerk Kent with the action here, being left alone. They're daring him to shoot, but he doesn't want to. Fords, though, he'll take one for sure. We all know he wants to shoot. And then the rebounds battle has been very much going towards Antwerp. Dylan to Don. 2 points as well. Finally some defense for the Dutch guys. Dylan is trying to bring them back, but there's going to have to be some more team play than just chucking up 2 points, the shots. Bertotti has to deal with Celis in the post, fouls him. That's going to be the 5th foul on Haarlem. On the floor, though, so it will be check ball for Antwerp. Dankor off of a lot of movement. He's hit a couple of those before, but not now. Rebound from Tilburg. Going at the hoop. It's a bucket and a foul. 4th foul on Antwerp, but look at the strong move by Van Tilburg. Spin move there on the baseline. Gets the bucket to go as well. A free throw out of that. Some life for the Haarlem squad, who, again, are just playing with 3 people because of an injury scare for Luc Slondu, who's back on the bench, so I hope his knee's all right. Don hits the free throw. 3-point difference. 3 minutes on the clock. Dennis Dankor creating his own shot here. 2 points for Dankor, and they're down. 20-15 Antwerp. Those 2-point shots are just falling left and right. Dylan, though, back to Don. Tilburg has been scoring in this game. I'm impressed, and I know the kid. Foul on the floor, smart move. So again, deficit 4 points, 2:38 left to go. TV timeout for the fellas. And Antwerp's looking poised. They are playing against a young team, but young teams are usually tough to play against because they don't know who to be scared of yet. Look at Dennis Dankor. Again, creating his own shot, little sidestep. Dropping off the do. Is that good in French? Do, right? I don't know. Somebody help me out. My French isn't all that great. I speak Dutch. I speak English. That's about it. Back to it. 2:38. Antwerp, can they end it? It's a foul on Haarlem. There's going to be 2 free throws. This might be it. Celis at the line. 20 points for Antwerp. Go to 21 off of this free throw. Celis misses the first one. second one as well, but picks up his own rebound. It's been the story of the game so far. Antwerp is really out-rebounding these young fellas. Sellis, open 2. And he gets that one to go. 22 points for Antwerp here against the young Haarlem team who had to play for 6 minutes with only 3 players. Looking at Luc Slonder to try to see if he's okay. Final score 22 to Antwerp, 16 to Haarlem, who brought the offense but kind of forgot the defense and the rebounding at the house. We'll go back, watch some tape, learn from this game, because again, this is their first World Tour experience, except for Luc Slonder, who's been in the Utrecht World Tour last year, playing for Team IJmuiden back then. That team's kind of split up, and one of their guys went to Amsterdam, and Norbert Telissen, the other guy, went to Utrecht, and Shea Tunji and Luc here on Team Haarlem or Haarlem, depending on what you think is on the shirt. All right, so look back at what we saw in this one. Daan van Tilburg got loose for a two-hand spike early. Smashed that one like a burger. Bertotti here finding Van Tilburg, who was the catalyst for most of what they did. He was the most consistent source of offense for Haarlem. Picked up a small early lead there. But Team Antwerp, especially Dennis Donkor, they kept their wits, and they really got back into this game off of veteranship, rebounding, good action, and 2 big shots by Jonas Voort. So again, new addition to the squad. He can really light it up. They need a little bit of that. They need someone that's shooting. Now Dylan van Eyck, he was trying to pull his team back in. Actually tied the game on that 2-point shot. But everybody started hitting some. If the Volks hit 2-point shots, yeah, you already know what time it is. That means Antwerp might win. Who's in this one off a step back too? I haven't seen him do that. Well, maybe ever. I don't know. And this one, well, went out of bounds. But the story of the game for me was the rebounds that Team Antwerp picked up. And we're finally coming away with that W off of the free throw. Now we got a little break coming up. We start back up at 3:41. So we'll be back with you in 2 minutes. Step off the mic for a second to get some water.
Tu as derrière toi, devant toi, la 3x3 Lucky Spin. C'est très simple. En 45 secondes, c'est marqué là. Il faut que tu me valides 5 défis. Ok? 5 défis en 45 secondes. Si tu réussis ces 5 défis en 45 secondes, tu remportes le sac Fun Radio. Ok, partenaire de l'événement. Alors regarde, il y a par exemple faire un... On va te montrer ce qu'il y a à faire. Là, il faut que tu ailles faire un câlin aux arbitres. Les arbitres, ils sont là-bas par exemple. Il faut que tu ailles faire aussi... Qu'est-ce qu'on a d'autre? On a... bim bim bim. On a le MC, c'est moi, donc il faut que tu fasses un high five à moi, ça c'est facile. Un autre truc, je sais pas, il n'y a pas du ballon ou quelque chose? Ah voilà, tu prends le ballon, tu dois réussir à lancer, prendre ton rebond si tu ne réussis pas évidemment. Ok, et tant que tu n'as pas réussi, tu voilà. Ok, mais attention, parce que pendant les 45 secondes, si tu tombes sur la case bankrupt, pardon, ici là, tu perds tout. Tu perds tout. On annule, ok? Si. Appelez-moi ton prénom, s'il te plaît. Zoé. Zoé a besoin d'énergie, s'il vous plaît. Marseille, s'il te plaît. Attention, DJ Las, tu m'envoies du son. Les 45 secondes, c'est parti. Maintenant le son et premier défi. Zoé, c'est parti, 45 secondes. Allez, on fait tourner la roue. Attention. Les gars. Ouais, d'accord. Allez, ça marche, ça fait 1. Deuxième défi, tout de suite. Allez, fais tourner la roue. Ok, lancez franc. Il te reste 25 secondes. Allez. Oui, ça marche. Reviens là. Troisième défi. Attention. Câlin aux arbitres. Va faire un câlin aux arbitres. Vite, va faire un câlin aux arbitres. Hug the referee. Come on. Yes, ok. Allez, on fait tourner la roue encore. T'es à 3 défis, il en manque 2. Fais-moi 3 burpees pour voir. Et on compte ensemble. Attention. 1. Ok, tu sais quoi? Parce que c'est le premier jour du Master, Fun Radio t'offre ça. Du bruit s'il vous plaît. Merci mademoiselle. Retour au jeu tout de suite dans quelques instants et restez avec nous parce qu'avec les différents partenaires, les cadeaux peuvent arriver.
All right, we are back with some Pool D action. We got two Dutch teams playing in a row. Amsterdam HiPRO coming up just after we saw Team Haarlem take an L off of that Antwerp squad.
Les mains tout le monde. Tap, 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 tap.
Here, MC Vincent Royer in the background trying to get the crowd hyped up, but I'm already hyped. As you know, I'm very unbiased in this game, but I did used to play for a certain team called Amsterdam. So I will be, well, not rooting for them, obviously, but I'm looking forward to seeing them play, for sure. We're coming out with Jan Driessen. Big fella has worked on his game this year, added the 2-point shot. He's starting to drive a little more. Guess who's back? The Juice. We subbed him out for Norbert Telissen, and Norbert is back right now. Or Juice is back, I mean. I apologize, Norbert. I know you're watching at home. And there's that man, Worthy de Jong. Hype Worthy. The leading scorer in the pro circuit this year. And Arvin Slachter rounds out the Dutch foursome.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, from Lithuania.
But again, they haven't been able to get past the quarterfinals in both Masters this year. Both in Utsunomiya as well as Manila came in 5th and haven't had much luck on the Challenger circuit either, with quarter and semifinal exits at Baoding, Orléans, and Shenzhen Challengers. Again, Julian Yaring back in, so that might work for them. And Worthy, I mean, he's still, I guess, still adapting to the game. It's weird to say because it feels like he's been around now, but he's only started in 3-on-3 last year playing for Team Utrecht, as you guys might remember. Came out hot with some good games in the Utrecht World Tour as well as the Paris World Tour afterwards. And I think that's a man who can take over a game at any time. He's going to have to start working around how to conserve some energy for the last minute of the game or so. And again, they're going up against this Plunge squad, and we don't know much about them. But what we do know is that they beat Radon Vares. And Radon Vares is formerly Shakhtar Gubele, so one of the better teams in the field, definitely a top 10 team, and Plunge beat them to get here. So curious to see what they can bring here in the 4th game of the day here in Marseille on the Côte d'Azur. Very happy to be here. Beautiful city. I want to really go check out the Notre Dame La Garde, but that's neither here nor there. We've started. Plunge in action. Get the first one to drop. 2-point shot right afterwards, though. Again, no, but rebounds are all for Plunge. Out of bounds, though, on that one. As Kaminski stepped on the line on that rebound. And mama, there goes that man, Worthy. Can he bring it this tournament? Come out victorious. Again, Amsterdam, one of those teams that could always come out and maybe get close. They've only got one World Tour Masters to their name. Doha in 2021. It's been a while. Good seal there underneath by Rolandas Jakstas. Worthy with the Euro. Jakstas with the quick smack. That was needed. Otherwise, he would have been put on the bucket list, but not yet. Worthy to the line, though. Look at the Euro. Jakstas with the smart foul there. Earned that from the strike. Jakstas using that height, though, earlier to get that seal going. Worthy gets the free throw to drop, ties the score at 1. Jakstas again using that size. He stands at 203, 103 kilos. He's 30 years old and trying to play physical, especially with Worthy out there. It's a trip to the line. Giving it up. Worthy de Jong. Again with the Euro, but lost the ball. Gets pushed out of bounds there. Razutis a little too physical. Foul on Plunge. Drops it off to Jan Driessen, but loses that ball out of bounds. Amsterdam will remain possession, but they will only have 4 seconds on the shot clock, though. Be up to Worthy de Jong to create something in that time space. Worthy, take it off! Look at that. Not the most hype dunk we've seen from him in the World Tour, but that's a nice little setup. It'll get you going as a player, I'll tell you. Get one of those going, that's a momentum play. Jakstas has been a lot to handle for this Amsterdam team. They've had to continuously foul Rolandas Jakstas to keep him from scoring. It's the second foul. Screen, open shot, Razutis, no. Rebound for the Juice Man. Slachter, open 2-point shot. Slachter might be the X factor here for Amsterdam. He had a great showing in his only World Tour of the season so far, as Razutis gets free for another layup. And strips you in the yachting off the ball. They found Jakstas again underneath. Marvin is a little more to move than Worthy might be. So let's move him out of the way. All right, so the 3-2 lead here for Plunge. We're about 2 minutes into this game. Razutis to Jakstas. Psyched him out there going for the block, and then the hand one. Borovičius Kaminskis, who got the rebound. Missed it a second time, but you know, Worthy's got his hand in there a little too much. So bucket and then some. Another point here for Kaminskis. Yari. Trying to go at the basket. Turns around, gets blocked. Worthy, though, flip past the Yachting, back out. Jan Driessen. A lot of movement on this Amsterdam team, and finally Kaminskis says no, thank you. Ends it with a quick foul on the floor. Sometimes the smartest decision is to give that foul instead of leaving the team open for a momentum swing or a good play. Worthy to Arvin, open shot. Oh, for Arvin, who usually hits some of those. The 2-point arc so far has been closed for him today. Good steal again by Kaminskis. This time Worthy's got his hands in there, though. And his He's a sweet tooth. He is looking for those cookies. Kaminskis, post up, gives it up. Razoukas, floater, no. Rebound for Driessen. And he gets it back. That's a 3 seconds back to the basket violation. It's a new rule this year. It used to be 5 seconds. They brought it back to 3. So you can't take more than 1, maybe 2 dribbles when you're posting somebody up. Just took a little bit too long on that one. Razoukas. Foul called on Amsterdam. Will be the 4th foul on the Dutch squad. We're looking at a small deficit here at a 5-2. Youngsters. Another foul on the Dutch squad. That'll be number 5. Too much physical contact in the post there from Slachter. And that will bring us to our first TV timeout. Amsterdam having a tough time scoring against this Lithuanian squad. He hasn't been able to get loose just yet. Meanwhile, Plunge are using Rolandas Yogstas to their fullest advantage. Just using all those 2 meters and 3 centimeters underneath the basket to create space for himself and either get a foul or get a bucket.
Back on the court. 3 points lead for the Lithuanian team. Good. 5-2. Et on est reparti pour
Driessen going at the basket. Another one of those physically contested drives, and he can't get anything to go. Zutis, 2-point shot. Ooh, almost broke him off. Slachter for 2. Finally gets one to go. They needed that one for sure. Zutis flips the pass, but an offensive foul. Push off on that screen roll. And another foul on Team Plunge here. Referees are looking at that physicality and saying that's too much. Can't do that. All right, Worthy. Euro for Worthy. My goodness, that's a mean move. Sooner than you want on our own birthday. Nobody had a weird on? Like a mean one? I mean, I did. Just saying. All right. Another foul on Amsterdam, this time in the shooting motion. So it'll be Razoukas stepping up to the free throw line here. All right, so the rest of the Tough wants to look at the action one more time. Both teams will go into a quick little talk. The Hungarian referee looks over at this action, whether it's 1 or 2. It's looking like it might be 2. Depending on where they call the foul, what kind of foul they call. This could be 1 shot or 2 shots. You want to be sure, because again, these games matter. Look, people, there is a $40,000 bag at the end of this tournament. So the decisions from referees matter for sure. Again, the previous 2 events won by Team Huishan, who has not lost a game until earlier today in a surprise loss that they took against Team Jeddah. So, calls changed. It's 2 free throws. Also 6th foul in Amsterdam, so they are close to the bonus. And again, for people that don't know back home, once you get to the 7th foul, it's 2 free throws every time you foul somebody. And then once you get to 10, it's double bonus, and it's 2 free throws and possession. So, it's not a spot you want to be in. Both teams are close, though. And Azutis hits the first free throw. Also connects on the second one, so a 3-point lead here for Plunge on Team Amsterdam, who again, just a mixed bag this year. Some games they are awesome, driven by this man, Worthy, who breaks one off and gets his own rebound as well. Worthy out there with more sauce than a chocolate crepe. Y'all like that? We got French food references all over the place, trust me. Might be getting hungry though. 2 points Plunge, 10-6. Drissa, on the other hand, tries to answer with 2, no, but Slachter with the rebound. Good hands by Worthy, who's trying to seal out. Decides to get out of that one. 2 points for Worthy, no. Arvin, this is the crib. Don't see Arvin miss easy layups like that all that often, but he did. And then gets fouled by Razutis now. So Plunge also at 6 fouls, close to the bonus. This is a tightly contested game, ladies and gentlemen. Plunge is really putting in work with Amsterdam, and Amsterdam can't get any shots from the outside of the fall. So deficit here for the number 4 ranked Dutch team. Jandries at the HiPRO Worthy. Well, through Julian Jaring, Worthy with a strong layup. All right. 10-8. It's another 2-point shot for Rassis. 2-point shot's really propelling Plunge here. Worthy, no way. 2 hands in between there. And a travel call on that move by Kaminskis. He was trying to go into the post, but couldn't get it to go down without a travel. There it is. All right, Juice, Julian Jaring. Over to Arvin Slachter. Can he connect on another 2? No, he cannot. The ball will go out of bounds. Back to the Lithuanians, who are looking pretty sharp, I'd say, in their first World Tour. Well, not their first for some of them, but for 2 of them anyways. And especially their first World Tour this season. They are looking pretty good. Juxtas going at the basket, kicks it out. Razutis, no. Ball back to Amsterdam. Swings it over. Julian Jaring. Arvin Slachter has to create something. Step back Arvin. No way. Comes up dry. Juxtas on the other end, another 2, but also no. So, scoring's been difficult this game, especially for the Amsterdam. 8-12. Both teams at 6 fouls, and especially Amsterdam, they haven't been able to find a consistent source of offense just yet. Worthy hasn't been all over the place. We saw him with the hard layup here. Nice little backdoor cut. On the other end, easy 2-point makes here for Plunge. So a 4-point lead here, 3:30 to go. Worthy at the rack. Can't get it to go underneath the arms of Rasses. Again, Worthy. Going at the basket, blocked by Yaxtas, and then fouls Yaxtas when he's trying to take off for the transition. Yeah, it's a block there. 2 people guarding Worthy on that play. Trying to get it up and over them, but couldn't get it to go. And that's a 7th foul in Amsterdam, so Yaxtas will step up to the line for 2 free throws as well. Can't connect on the first one. Gets the second one to go, 13-8, 5-point lead here for Plunge. Worthy. A nice little up and under there. Has to guard Yaxtas. Pulls the chair. Yaxtas gets lost in the sauce there. Amsterdam showing the signs of life here. Worthy really trying to get that defense going. Pulls the chair. Yaxtas loses it. And misses the layup, and then the rebound went out of bounds, but it will be Plunge ball. Let me remind you guys, again, Amsterdam 2 5th places so far in the 2 Masters before this one. Worthy, another strong layup. He's racking up the points now. 2 5th place finishes. They've also played in a couple of challengers. Shenzhen, they came in 3rd. Baoding, they came in 4th. And Orléans, last week, they came in 5th after a heartbreaking loss to Ub in the last seconds in the quarterfinals. Another bucket for Worthy. Razut is on the other end, though. Shot, rebound, and tosses it out of bounds. The ball back to Amsterdam. Look at this, gets his own rebound. Kind of forgets to put it in. Worthy with the contest, though, and then just feels like he has a teammate in the corner. I don't know. Arvin, 2, no. But Juice with the putback. Strong move. Amsterdam back to within 2 points. Yaxtas going at the basket. Good defense by Arvin. Yaxtas, though, with the rebound. Back to his teammate, Rasses. Ooh, he's got that step back. Slinging with the left hand there.
1:57 to go. Une possession d'avance toujours. Et juste après, je vous le disais, démonstration de break avec les Brats Killer Skids. Ils sont dans quelques instants sur le main court.
Worthy back at it. One-on-one. Worthy de Jong spikes it up over Asutis. Bringing the hype here in Marseille. The crowds, well, not hype yet. That might happen, though. Look at Worthy. 2-hand punch there. That's jab and hook. Yaxtas on the other end. It's a bucket to go down. 15-13. Worthy has to put something up. Doesn't hit. Razut on the other end. Right behind the back pass. And that's a foul. And it will be 2 free throws coming up. Number 5 will be just Kaminskis. The 8th foul in Amsterdam. Again, that bonus situation is really biting him right now. Especially as Kaminskis hits the first one and puts the lead up to 3 points, 13-16 with 1:30 left to go. Amsterdam got a big boost by some buckets from Worthy de Jong, but can they continue this, or is Plunge going to go away with this one? 17-13. Worthy one-on-one. Takes the 2. No go. Arvin Slachter, though. Rebound. Gets a bucket. 3-point deficit still for Amsterdam. Quick hands by Worthy. Tosses it up to Julian Jaring, but no clear, so they have to bring it back out. Arvin, one-on-one at the basket. Misses the wide open layup. He just got lost there with the The layup. I don't know what happened. Worthy, 2-point shot. No. Rebound, Julian Yachting under a minute. Again, a 2-point shot by Worthy, and he's fouled on that one, so that will be 2 free throws. Yeah, talking to Julian about the fact that he didn't make the layup there, but he says it wasn't cleared, so you need to go outside. That's what you need to do when you gain possession of that Wilson. You got to get outside the 2-point arc to gain the right to play offense. Worthy gets one to drop. That's the second one to go as well. Youngsters back at it. Defense there by Jan Driessen. Worthy going at the basket, trying to bring his team all the way back. Didn't get that one to go though. Rosses. They go back to the post. Stripped by Worthy. A push shot. That doesn't go. Kaminsky's had a chance there. Worthy found Juice on that one. Juice tried to backwards pass it to Jan Driessen. So 17.3 seconds left on the clock and a 1-point deficit for the 4th place team Amsterdam playing against the last seeded team here in Plunge. It's been Worthy pretty much all over the place. There's no rebound on that one. They do have to find a way to get a stop now and then maybe get a final score going. Otherwise it will be maybe the second upset of the day. Look at Worthy. Smash that. Yeah. All right, so 17 seconds. Razutis to Rassis. Yakstas with the screen. Razutis on an island. He has to play against the Juice. Gets a shot up, but doesn't get it to go. Arvin gets the rebound. Worthy going at the basket. Shot for Worthy, and it's down. Oh! That means we will be going to overtime unless the referees turn this back and the clock already went off. I don't know.
Review vidéo, review. Est-ce que le panier va être accordé? Oui ou non? Réponse dans quelques instants avec les arbitres.
And the score is down, so that'll be a Maurice Lacroix buzzer beater to force overtime here for Worthy de Jong. See, that ball has left his hand with 0.3 seconds on the clock, so Worthy forces overtime here with the Maurice Lacroix buzzer beater at the end of regulation. Both teams, well, let me remind you guys, whoever scores 2 points first will win now. Clock will be off. Whoever didn't get possession at the start of the game will start possession now. So that will be Team Amsterdam. Worthy de Jong in action. Open for 2, Worthy de Jong. No, but rebound, Slachter. Another shot for de Jong. Gets it to go down. Another Maurice Lacroix buzzer beater. The second one in about 30 seconds here for Worthy de Jong, who brings his team all the way back from a big deficit here against an upstart team, Plunge, who I'm gonna go ahead and say they're not bad. They're pretty nice. They played very well, but they just couldn't get it to go down the stretch as Worthy de Jong took over the game for Amsterdam and gets this open shot. Second Maurice Lacroix buzzer beater in about a minute. We should be asking some people if that's the first time that's ever happened. I don't know. Somebody, Esteban, Bogdan, help me out. Is that the first time we've had 2 Maurice Lacroix buzzer beaters in a row? Probably not, huh? Okay, well, probably not.
All right, this team Amsterdam
coming away with the win. It was looking like they might get upset by this Plunge team, but they did not. Referees and Worthy just having a discussion. Worthy's always trying to learn, so he's trying to figure out what he can improve upon.
Marseille, tu vas pouvoir les accueillir, ils vont venir sur le terrain principal pour une démo de break. Applaudissements, mesdames, messieurs, pour la troupe.
All right. Game winner for Worthy, as well as the shot to force overtime. Now let's look back at the action in this one. Team Plunge went to Yaxis early, and he was overpowering Team Amsterdam with his size. Got free throws, got fouls, got buckets underneath. And then Rozutis also coming through here again with the pass to Yaxis. Again, the size for Plunge was really bothering Team Amsterdam here early, as Kaminskis gets this one to go as well. And that was Plunge's tactic, going at Amsterdam physically, just overpowering them. And then Slachter finally got free for a two-point shot, and that was needed, because again, look at the score. It's 2-6. That made it 4-6. And then Worthy tried to get it going. Went at the basket with the Euro steps, then floater, no, but got his own board, put it back in. Another Euro step for Worthy. It's so dangerous when he cuffs the ball like that. Got open for a big smash. And then at the end of regulation, Maurice Lacroix buzzer beater to force overtime. You can see that took a lot out of him. And then probably about 30 seconds later, he gets the ball back, shoots this second Maurice Lacroix buzzer beater to get the game. Worthy to hype so far here in Marseille, as Amsterdam takes the W over Plunge. Now, we'll be stepping off for a couple of minutes, and we'll be right back with more action here in Marseille. I'll see you guys in a couple minutes.
Je suis sur Marseille, qui peut faire plus de bruit que ça, s'il vous plaît. Brave Killers Kids! Merci mesdames et bravo pour votre show. Des faites bien un beau Brave Killers Kids. Dans quelques minutes, un prochain match. Et retour de la meilleure équipe du monde, Huishan, qui a perdu son premier match face à Jeddah tout à l'heure et qui va être opposé à l'équipe suisse de Fribourg. Et puis si vous ne connaissez pas encore les règles du 3-3, on vous invite à regarder les écrans géants maintenant. Vous allez retrouver la voix du 3-3, carrément favori.
Welcome to the World Tour.
Be ready for the next game, ladies and gentlemen. Soyez prêts pour le prochain match, dans quelques instants.
All right, we are back with more Pool A action. talking Huishan, who ran into a buzzsaw in Jeddah earlier today against Fribourg. Are 2-0 against Fribourg in pro circuit history. And we all remember what they did last time. I don't know if you guys remember, but I sure did. They played against Fribourg, and you know, Nathan Jurkovic might still have some nightmares for that. He had a nice little backwards dunk with two hands, with Dr. Strange spun around, got a sling ring out, and yammed all over him in one of the nastiest sequences we've seen in the 3x3 pros in the last couple of years. I'll tell you what, I'd be awake if I get yammed on like that. But look, Oop's back, and they should be back with a vengeance, because they lost the first game of the day. A second loss means you're gone. That means you're out. And these guys hadn't lost a game before the day in the World Tour circuit. Think about that. There's your world number one, Strahinja Stojacic. These fellas are looking very serious. You know what's on the line for them? 2 Masters to start the season. Last season it was 4. They're trying to get back to that level. They are going to have to compete with this talented Fribourg team. Fribourg coming out with Arnaud Couture.
Wearing number 2.
Number 5, number 2, Thomas Jurkovic.
Number 3, Nathan Jurkovic.
And the number 3, the man with the biggest wingspan in I think all of 3x3, Nathan Jurkovic.
And number 4,
Swiss Army knife. And lastly, Jonathan Dubas. Picked up some experience at the World Cup as well. And this team, I mean, somebody's going to yam on somebody. I'll tell you that. There won't be anybody out of Team Oud, though. Here, which is something I didn't think I'd be saying today. We'll go home with an L here, and they did not play great in that first game against Jeddah. Looked like they were out of energy, looked like they weren't clicking, looked like they were not focused. So they've had some time to get back and see if they can bring more sharpness here today. Meanwhile, Team Fribourg out here, I don't know if you guys can see this, but you cannot. He's out there doing a dunk contest in the layup line, except for Nathan Jurkovic, right when the camera goes to him, obviously. But this man is going to be a problem for Oud. He is 2 meters and 2 centimeters tall. His wingspan might be 3 meters and 2 centimeters. Not sure. He's got more width than a condor. He needs to be out here trying to use those long arms to yam on some people.
Et Fribourg rentre dans la compétition. Et vous l'avez vu tout à l'heure au début du match, les équipes se sont déjà rencontrées à 2 reprises dans l'histoire du World Tour. Et pour le moment, ça a fait 2-0 pour l'équipe de Oud.
All right. Dr. Strange in action. They flip it back to the Beast. They are looking for the Maestro. Beast out there, though. You guys might not notice, but he is the team's leading three-point maker. He's hitting them at a pretty decent clip, but not today, though. He did get that layup. Before today, he was at 54% on the season, but he's missed a couple, let me tell you that. So that percentage has gone down a bit. Maestro, 2. But a foul on Fribourg. So possession back to Oud. It'll be interesting to see if they can get Majstorovic going as well as Strahinja Stojacic. Usually don't have a lot of trouble with that. You know, we've all seen the first game, I think. Barac, he was great the first game, and he's continuing in his diesel ways. Trucking to the basket, getting that bucket to go as well as the foul. 2-point lead here for Oud, and 2 fouls here on Fribourg. Nemanja Barac, pound for pound, maybe the strongest guy out here, but again, he has some names to contest with. I'll throw the hammer out there. Gentile, maybe Juice from Amsterdam. Some buff beasts out here, but Barac might be the buffest one of all of them. I don't know. Jurkovic to the hoop. Those long arms keeping that ball away from the Maestro. Fribourg on the board for their first points. Maestro to the world #1, 2-point shot. No, but a foul called again. The fouls are really racking up for Team Fribourg here. 3 fouls on them in the first minute of the game. That might be a little bit much. Couture. Good to check to Majstorovic. Stojicic finds Majstorovic for the 2. The Maestro can't connect though. Dubas with the rebound, and Barac, yeah, he hit him a little too hard on that. He knew. He knew. All right, so about a minute in, up 2-1, 3 fouls for Fribourg early. Curious to see what they can come up with. Again, they played each other last week in Orléans. That was a lot different circumstances though. Here we're inside, I'm sorry. And there, it was outside. It was looking like the floor might be melting. That was how hot it was out there. Majstorovic for 2. All right, needed that one for sure. Dubas in the post. Has to try to get through the Beast, and the Beast has to foul Dubas. The Beast here trying to get that ball away from Dubas. Look back at the string music here for the Maestro. Jurkovic to Dubas. Dubas misses the layup, gets his own board, but I don't think a rim was touched on that one. Completely missed the rim, so the shot clock did not reset. Dubas will take a seat. Well, I thought he was going to take a seat, but somebody else was more tired. Thomas Jurkovic said, I need one. Oh, Barac got free off. Nice pass there by the Dr. Strange. And made that ball disappear and reappear. Dr. Strange for 2, no. Team Fribourg is looking like they don't have a consistent source of offense right now. Step back 2 for Jurkovic. Almost a rebound for Couture though, but no. Strange. Again finding Barac underneath, and this time he's fouled by Dubas. It's the 4th foul on Fribourg, who are pretty much more, there's a lot more fouls for them than point series right now, so 4 fouls to 1 point. Fribourg cannot find offense right now. Maestro, Barac got open on that. Good layup by Barac. Good pass by the Beast. Broncula. Rebound, bucket and the foul. Couture there. Diesel might have twisted an ankle on this one. Jurkovic that got that bucket that got fouled. So Nathan Jurkovic on the line. I've seen him excel in the past for Team Lausanne. He started his own team. Team Fribourg. Team qualified here for a wild card. Meanwhile, a foul. And that'll be 1 shot for Nim Diesel. Nemanja Barac. And another point on the board for Oud. He's taking the lead here early and is looking much sharper than they were in game 1. They're going to have to try to score as many points as possible to avoid a 3-way tie scenario, or at least get as good a position as they can in that. And that's something they will be thinking about. These guys are veterans, mind you. Dejan Majstorovic, this is his 242nd game in the World Tour. That is insane if you think about it. I mean, you can play at most 5 games in one World Tour. So to get to 242, somebody do the math, because I'm not good at this. But you have to play a lot of World Tours. This man has been in, and look, he hasn't got to the finals in every one of them. He's been in so many situations. Pulled the chair on Dubas there. Falling out of bounds off the Swiss big man. All right, so Oob here with the early lead, looking like they are sharper than in the first game. Again, they lost 21-14 to Jeddah, and we haven't seen them lose this year at all. They have dominated the competition at the World Tour level. With now, I don't know, with the Beasto here. Getting that easy layup. That got him started. That helped a lot. You saw those people dancing out there. DJ Lass has them going. The Olympic DJ here for 3x3. Maestro. Also an Olympian, might I add. Stojicic. Dr. Strange with the screen too. Gets the ball back. Strange through the hoop. Finds the Beast. Step back 2. That's been missing from the Beast a little bit. Again, he's one of the better 2-point shooters in the field, but he hasn't hit a lot yet. He hasn't hit one this tournament. The Beast. Back to the Maestro. Breathing space. He gives up the shot, though. Get the Beast a better layup. And some good hands by Nemanja Barac. The Serbian strongman with the good defense there. So we look back at that layup by the Beast. Oh, that's a cross if anything, but that's $1 million move and a 2-cent finish right there. Jurkovic crossed up Barac and then just blew the layup. Look at that. Barac got lost there, and then Jurkovic said, you know, we've seen this man dunk a basketball from almost outside the arc before. Please go up and do that. That helps. It's a high percentage shot. This is the free throw with rebound back to Fribourg. Again, we're having a tough time finding some form of offense right now. There's your leading scorer of all time in the World Tour, Dejan Majstorovic. Could be considered one of the greats in 3x3. Name is definitely on the Mount Rushmore of 3x3, right? He's on the table for greatest ever, I'll tell you that. Jurkovic, the other one then, Thomas Jurkovic. 8-4 here. And another easy layup for Oob because of a bad communication on the switch for Fribourg. And then Stojicic gets his hand on the ball. Dubas fouls him. Maybe the 6th foul on Fribourg. Actually, the 7th foul. So Fribourg is in the bonus. There'll be 2 free throws for Dr. Strange. So Dejan Majstorovic, next to 240 games played, he has won 203 of those 240 games. And he has 28 World Tours under his belt. Wins, that is. That's an insane stat. I mean, I can't even wrap my head around that. We haven't even gotten to the national team stuff yet. I might not start on that. We might be here for a couple days if we start on that. This man has a bronze medal in the Olympics. He has a silver medal in a ton of... Actually, he has a silver medal in a World Championship in 2014 and 16 European Championship. And he has gold in pretty much almost everything that happened ever since. 2016 FIBA World Championships, 2017 World Cup, 2018 World Cup, the World Cup in 22, the Europe Cup in 21, and the World Cup this year with the Serbian squad. Oh, Strange out there, dropping 2 off in the deep end. Oh my God, he made him touch her. Oh. Oh my, Dr. Strange. Why'd you do that to him? Crossed him into another dimension, into another time zone. Look at this. The clear by Strange. Dubas a little late, tries to get the contest, and he just, looks like Strange made him step on a banana peel out there. My goodness. These Marseille floors must be slippery. I don't know. Dubas, though, coming back with the free throw. 14-6, though, so Fribourg, again, looking like they can't find a consistent source of offense against this UB team. Well, I wouldn't want to face them if they lost the first pool game. And they are tough to contend with as is, but if they are poised to win, if they have to win, they get even better. Dubas misses the free throw. For his second free throw. Could be out of bounds. Possession UB. So the fearsome foursome from Serbia looking sharper in their second game of the day here. The Beast. Trying to find Dr. Strange, but he couldn't find him. Probably lost out there with the sling ring somewhere. Dubas underneath the basket. It's a bucket. I feel like that's where Fribourg's advantage was before this game. Just sheer size and being able to overpower maybe UB. They are the taller team on average, but not happening so far. Not all that much anyways. Thomas Jurkovic. Jurkovic to Jurkovic. Couture with the shot. No. Rebound though. And again, this is where Fribourg should excel. Rebounds and being more physical, overpowering the Serbs. You have to contend with this man though, the Maestro for 2. Deficit only 6 points. Still 4 minutes to play. Jurkovic 2. Oh, that goes down. Important 2-ball there for Jurkovic, who brings his team back within 4. Maestro for another 2. He's missed a couple now. Warach got his mitts on that ball, but out of bounds. And that means we're going to go into our second TV timeout. This backwards pass by Couture. And then the 2-point shot by Nathan Jurkovic. Thought about it, fakes, jab step, gets to go down. I didn't know the big man can shoot like that. And then the Maestro on the other end, yeah. And is not directing that music all that well. We're not on that shot anyways. All right, back to it. Look, the last couple of scores have been Fribourg. They've clawed themselves back into this game. 4-point deficit. Oops, still looking at that 4-point lead that is. Nathan Jurkovic, another 2-point shot. No. This time rebound for the strangest man out here. Fight underneath for the rebound. Jurkovic comes up with it and he gets a way open layup. Yeah, extra move. Not sure what happened there. A couple people are talking. Score may be taken off the board. I think that might have been a shot clock violation. I'm not sure. Anyway, UB ball, 14-10. 3:27 on the clock. We're not done yet, ladies and gentlemen. Not by a long shot. Another foul, though, on Fribourg, and that will put Strange on the line for 2. That's what you don't want to do. Clawing your way back into that game from behind. You don't want to foul there. Either just guard him or let him have a layup. because these fellas know what to do with some free throws now. Second free throw also down for Stranja Stojicic. Uh-oh. Oh, well, Couture really laid that up hard and missed it. I thought that was going to be a dunk. Dubas. Yeah, he's going to get the foul call. Majstorovic lifted his knee to try to stop the charge at the basket for Jonathan Dubas. So there'll be 2 free throws for him.
6-1 lead, on the line. The Fribourg team with Mr. Jonathan. The press is good.
Dubas gets the first one to drop. So Fribourg's not out of this game just yet. Again, a 5-point deficit to Oud, but you are playing the #1 team in the world with the #1 player in the world. Dubas connects on the second one. Strange. Whoa. Crazy move there by Dr. Strange, who used those long arms of his to get that ball over top of Tomas Jurkovic. We'll get him 2 free throws, and Fribourg close to the double bonus now, 9 fouls. So those early fouls, the 4 fouls they racked up in the first minute, really coming back to haunt them right now. Strange knows exactly what to do with those. Puts the lead back up to 5. Number 2 also down for Dr. Strange, who is continuing his scoring ways. And looks like they have withstood the little charge that Fribourg brought earlier on, where they clawed themselves all the way back in the game. Deficit back up to 6 for that Swiss team. Dubas, lob, no. Can't get Jurkovic open. Frustration visible too by the Swiss. Barac to the Maestro. Back to Barac. Barac to the hoop. Oh my. Oh my. That's an offensive foul, but that looked like he was just moving a piece of furniture out the way. Look at this. Boink. I'm going to go ahead and say Dubas is also a pretty strong dude, but Barac just really moved him with only 1 dribble. Almost put him on his back. That's a foul, though. So it'll be Fribourg ball. No free throws because it's an offensive foul. Maestro with the steal. Ball movement here by the Serbs. Strange in action. He tossed the ball up, caught it again, and then threw it back up in the hoop. Crazy move by Strange. I don't know if you guys caught that. Dr. Strange, oh my God, he made him turn around again. Second crossover, but can't finish the 2-point shot. Strange, another 2. And that will do it. 21-12, and Oud survives this day. Again, not something I thought I was going to say here after 2 pool games in Pool A. They managed to put Fribourg down 21-12 with some balanced offense. We saw some Barac, we saw some Strange, we saw some Maestro, we even saw some of the Beast. Beast hasn't been hitting 2-point shots just yet, though, but he might get warmed up as they look to continue out of Pool A here. If they do continue, which they probably will after this game, it will have to be in either a Jeddah win or a 3-way tie where Fribourg beats Jeddah. We'll see. Let's look back at the action in this game. Broncula got things going with a missed 2 and a made layup. Got his own rebound. Easy board over top of Tomas Jurkovic. And the dunk squad is trying to see how he did. And then Nathan Jurkovic using those long arms to go at the hoop. He did that early. Didn't do it often, though. I thought that was going to be Fribourg's strong point. Great kick out here by Dr. Strange, who somehow found the Maestro on that drive. That man has some eyes in the back of his head. He might be a Marvel wizard, but that's a ridiculous pass. And then Fribourg started getting back in the game. Tomas Jurkovic Nathan Jurkovic tried the two-pointer, didn't make it up until this point, though. And then look at this. Strange. Yoink. Got him to touch earth. Dude was wanted to taste some of that French soil. Out there playing Mario Kart. Yoink. Put down a banana. And then Strange, if you give him 2 shots, he's gonna make at least one, putting the game away 21-12 and getting that much needed victory for Ubu. Again, lost the first game, so they are 1-1 in Pool A. But we're gonna be moving on to Pool B as we get our second look at Vienna. They won their first game of the day, 20-13 against a young upstart team from Marseille. Vienna and Warsaw Lotto have played one time before, and Vienna came out victorious. And again, this team, Vienna, they have some experience, and they have a swagger to them this year that we have not seen in the past. So they might be looking at a W here. Who knows? They are a dangerous contender for this Marseille Masters title, though. Coming out with Nico Kaltenbrunner, Philip Kramer, Quincy Diggs, the Black Panther.
And number 4, Matthias Linortner.
The last guy out there, Matthias Linortner, a.k.a. the Math Man or Hawkeye or whatever you guys want. Let me know. Hit me up with whatever you think it should be. Matthias Linortner's nickname is in doubt right now. It's the Math Man, but it could be Hawkeye. Hit me up on Instagram at BAZZ50. Also hit up our official account at FIBA 3x3. And if you're looking for some cool stuff, maybe check out the web shop. FIBA3x3.com/shop. There'll be some cool gear in there. I got a t-shirt on right now. You guys can't see it, but it's looking fresh. Then, first look at Team Warsaw.
Number 5,
Warsaw coming in
Boguski.
with Michael Samsonovic, Mateusz Bierwagen, Adrian the Giant Bogucki, the tallest man in 3x3, and Przemysław Zamoyski, a.k.a. Zebo. Team Warsaw hasn't played on the World Tour yet this year, so this is going to be their debut on the Masters level. They have played a challenger, came in 9th in that one. They qualified through a local quest out there in Poland. Seeded 7th. And it is going to be a tough test for them to start the day. They are an interesting team, though, especially when it comes to the way they play. I have a couple of different looks to them. Again, they have Adrian Bogucki underneath the basket, the Giant. Impossible to stop down there with the lefty hook shots and the dunks. And they got Zebo. He can create from everywhere. The youth mixed with some veterans as the 24-year-old Samsonovic and 34-year-old Bierwagen round out the squad. And it could be dangerous because it's a very different style of play that they play. Again, play a lot of over on screens. They play some drop coverage with the Giant. They have to, because switching with him would be irresponsible, let me tell you that. But they are playing against a, I don't want to say veteran-laden, but they're playing against a poised Team Vienna with Quincy Diggs on the squad. And that one's tough to contend with. Look at Przemysław Zamoyski, 36, but he is still able to get it in. Trust me, I'm 37, and my knees hurt looking at him. But if at 36, that man is still fresh and young. He's got some spry legs. And he's looking to get his team at least close to a victory here. And I like the way the Polish, all the Polish guys have been going at this. Their teams have been dominating the youth competitions as Bogucki and Slachecka, who's at home right now, I think, have won the Under-23 World Cup last year in one of the classic 3x3 craziest games ever against the Serbia squad, winning on a buzzer beater in one of the most legendary performances at the youth level, I feel, ever. And I won't even say that lightly. That was a crazy game. For everybody who wants to watch some cool 3x3, well, watch here, obviously, but then maybe look back that game. The Giant, Bogucki going at the hammer. This will be a nice matchup. And he'll be out of bounds. And he'll turn the ball over to Vienna. So that matchup of the Hammer versus Bogucki is being interesting because Bogucki is obviously tall and strong, and then the Hammer, well, is faster as he's showing right now. Bogucki using a unsportsmanlike foul to stop him there. And that's a nice way of saying that he smacked the shit out of him. Let's be honest. It was a hard foul. So the Hammer will go to the free throw line. And he will shoot 2 free throws. All right, Kramer. Hammer coming through with a hard layup there. 2-0 Vienna. Samsonov saves that ball. Zebo back at it, fadeaway. That'll go down. He'll put Warsaw on the board. Warsaw Lotto, first points. Diggs finding Nordner. That's a smart foul by Samsonov. Stopping him before he can get the bucket. The Hammer. Giving it up. Quincy Diggs, 2-point shot. Thought about it, missed it. The math man. Back to the Hammer, who just pulls up, but can't get it to drop. Bierwagen with the rebound, though. Bogucki, wow, everybody's shooting 2s right now. Bogucki with the 2. The Giant with the gentle touch there. Fee 5-4 fum, I can drop you off for 2 points. That's what he said. My goodness. Shot that from the neck, though. Look at that. Slingshotting that in. Well, didn't know the big fella could shoot like that. Now we know. The burner on the other end answers for Vienna. Bierwagen. Trying to calm down everybody. Bierwagen, another 2. No. Diggs. He's got a Hammer on the seal. Bierwagen pushed him a little bit too much, so it'll be the 5th foul on Team Warsaw. Vienna has 0. We've been playing for a minute and 35 seconds. So, well, Warsaw is running into some trouble with the physicality here. I'll say that like the burner. Nico Kaltenbrunner. The burner to the basket. Moving people out of the way. Another foul on Warsaw. And Samsonov just can't stick with the burner and reaches in there. We might attest that to youthful enthusiasm, but that is the 6th foul on Warsaw, and we're not even 2 minutes into this game. So, I don't know. Somebody tell him that you shouldn't be fouled now. Burner putting that 5th point on the board for Vienna. Samsonowicz on the other end, though, says, I can give you 2. Good for Samsonov. That drop coverage, they're really trying to attack that by having Kramer hop out to the 2-point arc and shoot some shots. But you do have to hit him if you do that. Because again, for you guys at home that are like, what is drop coverage? What they're doing is they're keeping the Giant underneath the screens and they're fighting over. And that way, it's tough for somebody to go at the basket. Because again, you're driving into somebody that's 2 meters and 15 centimeters tall. And he's even got a shaven head, so some hair would put some extra centimeters on there. Let me tell you that. Zebo lasers that one in. Wow. That's a straight shot. Zoomed that one through the ring. Zebo, the last guy on the squad here who still played with Polish 3x3 legend Michael Hicks. Shout out to Money Mike. One of the most talkative people I've ever had the opportunity to play against. That man would not shut up on the court, I'll tell you that. Cool guy, though. foul here on Samsonovic. 2 free throws. So Warsaw, even though they racked up a bunch of fouls, they have racked up a bunch of points here early as well. And now Vienna's given them an opportunity to score even more. 7-6. We're at 7 minutes, 30 seconds from the end here in Marseille. They're in the 3rd World Tour Masters of the 2023 season. I know you guys waited a long time for this World Tour to come up, right? It was a month and a week or so. You won't have to wait long for the second one. We will be in Macau next week. I will not be there, by the way. My esteemed colleague Kyle, the voice of 3x3 Montgomery, will be there. And this is only stop 3 of 18 cities that we're going to be in this year. 18, that's a record. It's record setting. Love it. The burner. Well, I think Vienna has made their point clear. They are attacking Samsonovic. And Samsonovic has been on the floor more than he's been on his feet. Diggs, floater, yes. Samsonovic open though, but loses the ball. And it's looking like Vienna has found their strategy, attacking the young Samsonovic, who is just a little bit lighter than the players for the Viennese squad. First TV timeout, 8-8. 6 fouls to Warsaw, to 2 to Vienna though. It is going to matter at some point, let me tell you. So Vienna has the all-time advantage against Team Warsaw. They played each other in San Juan in the Challenger in 2022. They met in the quarterfinals, and Vienna sent them home. Or to the beach. Probably to the beach, I'll say that. I don't think they went home right away after the quarterfinals. Especially not when you're in Puerto Rico. Anyway, though, so the all-time advantage is to Vienna. But again, this Warsaw team has incorporated some younger players recently, namely this Adrian Bogucki, as well as Samsonovic and Stochetka. So Vienna right now also trying to get their fouls up. They figured, hey, Warsaw has 6, why not? Let's try to get there 2. 4 fouls on the Austrians. Just a little bit of an errant pass there by Zebo. Just trying to get to the Giant. But he's got some long arms, but not that long, let me tell you. See. So Warsaw has a strategy that when Philip Kramer sits down, Adrian the Giant sits down. So they are really thinking about how to take advantage and use him on defense, not just on offense. Zebo takes a shot, gets smacked by Lenortner, so that will be 2 free throws. This is careless basketball by Vienna now, fouling Zebo on a falling away 2-point shot in the corner. That's not smart. I thought Lenortner was able to count. Oh, actually, that's not 2 free throws. My apologies. I saw that wrongly. I don't see everything. That's what I'm saying. I can't see ref live. He made that call. All right, so both teams are at 6 fouls. That's tied, as well as the score. Bogucki dropped it off. Zebo misses it. Rebound eventually comes up for Samsonovic. And then they have to contend with the Giant. Finishes with the gentle touch again. The hammer going at the basket. Samsonovic is just getting smacked around. Again, he's shown some great offense, but he has to contend with these people on defense. The Giant misses the layup. Lenortner for 2. Doesn't get it. Zebo can't laser that one in. And another foul on the Warsaw squad. Samsonovic holding on that seal. That'll be 2 free throws for Lenortner. As we look back at the hammer take there. He's using that strength to overpower people. And I want to shout out the local sponsors. You can see him back there on the boards. We're in the Palais des Sports here in Marseille. And We got Oreca to think about that SK week. Or SKWEEK, not so sure. Fun Radio, Département Bouches du Rhône, Région Sud, and FFBB. And of course our official sponsors. The official ball, Wilson, Timekeeper, Maurice Lacroix. We've needed the Maurice Lacroix buzzer beater a couple times already today. My guys from Amsterdam definitely needed that. Official global partner, Chooks to Go, and partner for the floor, Enlio, as well as Skelder Sports for the basket. We thank you. Nordner missed the free throw. And Nordner with the strong take. Zebo back to Adrian. Adrian the Giant, 2 dribbles. You can't do a lot more than that. That's 3 seconds back to the basket, but no, he gets the go before that. Warsaw back within 2. That's a good hustle there, Bierwagen. We'll be back to Warsaw. Because Bierwagen just tossed himself on the floor and got that ball to go off Nordner. Screens for Zebo. Zebo laces it up and gets it to go down. Tied game here. We're about halfway through. Nordner ran over by the Giant. And that's the 9th foul on Warsaw. Again, all those early fouls are racking up right now. The Giant can't break. Coming back there. Take a look at that Zebo snipe. That man has a laser shot. That has no arc on it. Goes in though. Nordner adds 1. Adds, well, I was going to say adds 1 more, but he does not. So 13-12 Vienna here halfway through the game. Samsonowicz showing off that speed there. Hammer can't stick with him. Has the foul, so we've seen a lot of physicality in this game. Samsonowicz is trying to go through the Hammer there, but the Hammer is moving his hips, so. Tied game, Samsonowicz with an easy point from the free throw line. Samsonowicz with another one, and a lead here for Warsaw. The burner, Carlton Brunner shakes loose. And another foul by Samsonowicz, who reached in again. This is just, the fouls are just racking up here for Warsaw. This is the 10th foul. That means they are in the double bonus, which means 2 free throws for Nico Kaltenbrunner, as well as possession afterwards. It's a position you do not want to be in as a 3x3 team, let me tell you that. And we have about 4 minutes and 50 seconds to go. And Warsaw is already in the double bonus, so it's going to be an interesting last stretch of the game here. Kaltenbrunner doesn't take full advantage though. Back to the burner, to the hoop, up and over Samsonowicz. And again, that has been their team plan for sure. They are attacking Samsonowicz. Zebo will get 2 free throws out of this one. So also 8 fouls for Vienna. This is a foul-ridden game, I'll tell you that. Both referees are discussing though. Not sure about what. So the referee's going to check up on the score. There's some confusion here on what the score should be. Good thing Rev Vlad had his coffee this morning and a salad. Look at Vlad. He lost some weight. He's out there eating healthy. Said, I asked him yesterday, I said, Vlad, how come you lose so much weight? And he said, I have no food at the house. That's a smart move. Oh, that'll help. All right, Zebo tying the score at 15 here. Second one doesn't go for Zebo. So a tied score here in a tightly contested contest. Kaltenbrunner with a nice floater. I like that. But now he has to guard the Giant, and the Giant hasn't gotten loose that much. But he does get that one to go 16-16. Quick ball movement here by Vienna. Kaltenbrunner to the basket. Overpowering Zebo. Zebo wants a screen. Stepping back, another two-pointer for Zebo, but no. Quincy Diggs with the rebound, almost forgets to bring that ball with him. Come on, don't forget that Wilson now. We're not Tom Hanks, it's not Castaway. Did he forget Wilson? I think he did. Well, no, Wilson drifted away. He let that Wilson drift away from him. We can keep that. All right, we are at a timeout in a very tightly contested contest. And again, Zebo here, shooting up lasers. Hammer, strong take to the hoop. And again, that was their game plan all day. They are attacking number one, Samsonov. They feel like he has the disadvantage in defense. Usually teams will try to do that to Adrian the Giant, but now they are going at a completely different individual, which is interesting. I like that type of tactical stuff. I'll try not to bring it too much, but you know. All right, 17-16 Vienna, 3:50 to go in the game. Both teams in foul trouble. Adrian the Giant creates some space on the Hammer. Doesn't get the shot, gets his rebound, and gets it to go down though. 17-17. And then a double foul called on Kramer and Bierwagen underneath. So that means we're at a total of 20 fouls in this game already. That is a lot. Adrian the Giant sitting down because the Hammer's also sitting down as we look at Adrian here, just over, well, I'd say over lengthening. I don't know. Being taller than him, right? All right, the burner puts it up for Matthias Lenortner. That's a high-degree difficulty shot right there. Well, I guess you can do that if you can calculate some math. Diggs, screen from the math man. Diggs, step back. No, but another foul underneath. And that's a foul on Green, so Zebo grabbing on to the shorts of Lenortner, putting Matthias Lenortner on the line. And it is the 12th foul for Team Warsaw. My goodness, that's a lot. And if you ever teach a 3x3 class, you tell people, don't foul. Not all that much anyways. Use your fouls wisely. They're a resource for sure, but not a resource to just be thrown around like this. Lenortner, though, kind of forgets to get one there. And Vienna has left some buckets on the board now off the free throw line. All right, Quincy Diggs. Back to the burner. Burner splits the defense and beats the Giant. Climbs that beanstalk, and then an offensive foul. Offensive foul on Samsonov, who was just out there pretty much smacking everybody. He's fouled a ton. Did you see Kaltenbrunner climb the beanstalk to challenge the Giant? I like that. 20-17, Diggs. Going at Zebo. Diggs fading away. Quincy Diggs will end this for Vienna. 21-17 in a contest with almost more fouls than points on both sides. But Vienna manages to come out on top. 21 points off of that. Quincy Diggs fade away there from the post. And Warsaw, they're going to have to look at some video But mainly, they're going to have to stop fouling, because that's what really kept Vienna afloat in this game. The fact that there were so many fouls that they could just go to the free throw line anytime and get 2 free throws anytime they wanted. And the Nortner and company come up here with 2 W's in Pool B out of their 2 games, so they'll be moved on to tomorrow. Warsaw has another shot going at Team Marseille, who they know very well from the Nations League, by the way. But look at the action from what happened. Adrian the Giant showed us the gentle touch. Look at that. Shot put that one in. And Colton Brunner was really good this game. He went at the basket, used his strength, used his size to overpower Samsonovic. Zebo, though, he had something to say about that. He wanted to get that laser shot going. Hammer went at Samsonovic, and I think that's the difference in this game. Look, Vienna, their game plan was very clear. We are attacking number 1, and they went at him early, and they went at him often. Warsaw stuck around, though. Zebo again shooting those lasers out there. The Giant underneath missed this one, but got his own board, put it back up. But they did have to contend with this man. The Black Panther got loose off the glass and got the W for Team Vienna. 21-17 here over Warsaw Lotto, and they will end their pool play here with 2 wins and first place in the pool. All right, that's it for Pool B, or at least for now. We will be moving on to Pool C, where we'll see Antwerp play against Dusseldorf, LFDY. Antwerp TOPdesk already has 1 win. They are 2-0 against Dusseldorf in the pro circuit. History in Antwerp. They finished second at the Utsunomiya Opener 2023. So they know what it is to get to the finals. Won their first game against Team Haarlem 22-16. And I want to give a little shout out here to Kasper Augustijn, which I didn't know this, but I got a heads up. People back home, he's not just at home, he's injured. He injured his knee pretty badly last week at the European Games, so he's done for the season. Unfortunately, he has a tore ACL and maybe a torn meniscus. He's going to get operated on tomorrow, or Monday actually, sorry. And it's going to be 6 to 9 months before he's back with us. So I want to give a shout out to him. Get well soon, get that knee good, and get back in the game. We miss you already. His team is trying to cope without him. So look at them. Number 3, Jonas Voerts. Number 1, Dennis Donker. Brian de Valk with the 0 and 5. Clerk Kent, Nick Sellis. And then we got the next team coming in, Dusseldorf, LFDY. Number 4, Basti Landgraf coming out first. Number 5, Luka Doncic. Oh no, I can't get that. That's not Luka Doncic. That's Alan Boger. Alan Boger coming out. Kevin Bryant, number 1. And this next kid, he might be uniform. I'm not sure. Niklas Kropp. Kropp is a special kid. He's got the 2-point shot, as well as some craftiness around the hoop. And he picked up a recent MVP at the Huishan Challenger, where Dusseldorf managed to grab a W. Now look out for Alan Boger, because I was joking around about that Luka Doncic part, but that guy can shoot. He has a flamethrower, and he is not afraid to use it. Give him an inch, and he'll poke you for 2 points. And Basti Landgraf and Kevin Bryant will pick up some of the dirty work as well. I had a chance to practice with this team last week, and I'm not really practicing all that much, so I'm still sore. My knee's still recovering from that. But I was out in Bielefeld hanging out, for my other job, 3x3 nights, trying to teach about the social ways that you can use 3x3 in. So we were out there in Bielefeld educating some educators, 2 of which were Alan Boger, or at least for a day, and Basti Landgraf. Shout out to Leon Fertzig as well, their teammate who's at home. they were out there, and they asked me, hey, do you want to come practice with us? And I was like, well, I haven't played it forever, so I'd rather not. But they finally got me to come practice, and I've gotten a sense of what their team's all about. They work hard, I'll tell you that. Traveling all over the western part of Germany to try to get together with the team, get some hours of practice in and get better. And it's showing. So far this year, they have a 9th place finish in the Manila Masters, but they have racked up the wins in the Challenger circuit early here in the last month or so. And they, again, won the Yuzhou Deqing Challenger, and they came in 3rd in the World Hoops Penang Challenger. But now we're in Marseille, so what are they going to do here? Basti Landgraf, he's going to start with a missed layup, but he will get his own rebound and get it back. And De Valk looking to find Donker. Donker open for 2. No, these teams know each other plenty. Not just on the pro circuit, where they have 2 matchups so far. In the quarterfinals in Bordeaux, which was a Antwerp win, and in the pool phase in Pristina, which was also an Antwerp win. But these guys run into each other in a lot of light quests and quests all around the Belgium/German area. So they've played against each other plenty. Krop, 2, no. Dusseldorf actually qualified here through a Belgian quest, where they actually also saw Team Antwerp, obviously. So, again, these teams know each other well. Nick Sellis, Clark Kent, out to Jonas Voers, the shooter. Donkor, no, blocked by Krop, again, who's using that length. That man is he's a slender assassin out there. Up with the screen. Brian doing that dirty work in the paint like Waka Flocka. He's going hard out there. And Dusseldorf with the 3-0 leader early as Kevin Bryant, who likes to hang out in that painted area, hard at the hoop. Boger with the rebound. No, stripped by De Valk. Sellis takes a 2 and makes a 2. All right, Nick Sellis gets his team back into, well, not in the driver's seat, but close. And this is what Dusseldorf excels at, even though this pass was a little off. Run-in screens, trying to slip that screen and get the layups going in a 2-versus-1 situation. And curious to see how much of that they can get against Antwerp, because Antwerp used to do the same thing. Boger underneath, has to contend with De Valk. Again, Boger. He's lethal from 2, but he can't get that one to go. Doesn't get the rebound. Donkor open again, can't connect though. This time it's Krop. early off some good slip action and some shot creation. And Krop is very crafty. I've seen a bunch of him on the challenger circuit, or a little bit anyways, but he's good at playing pick and roll. And he's lengthy, he can shoot too, and he's a little bit crafty around the basket. I like his game. Again, picked up a well-deserved MVP at the Beijing Wuzhou Challenge. Volk almost got the honor scores there, but didn't fully make it. All right, Bryant. Well, across the Volk into another country. Got the layup to go 8-3. Antwerp on their heels right now. Voorts, big two. Very much needed by Antwerp TOPdesk there. Krop playing against the Volk. Krop with the kick out. Bryant. Rebound though, back to Bryant. Krop slings one in with the left hand. Can't get it to go. Another rebound for Bryant, but can't hang on to that one. This slingshot by Krop. Somebody explained to me why lefties always have a different stroke. People that shoot right-handed always shoot the same, and lefties always look a little odd, but good shooters though. All right, Boger, deep two. Block side by the Volk. Dennis Donkor all by himself. No, but the rebound for the Volk. Krop again. Krop couldn't hang on. Boger, two. In a crowd. Doesn't get it to go. Rebound Antwerp TOPdesk. Foul called underneath, on the floor. Too much physicality.
Sachez que les Belges d'Antwerp ont gagné tout à l'heure leur première rencontre face à la première Randonnée Haarlem. Donc comme tout à l'heure, comme pour l'équipe de
Clark Kent. Back to Dennis Donkor. Dennis creating his own shot there, but can't get it to go. Sellis, rebound, bucket. Krop with the great pass there. Good cut by Basti Landgraf. And again, a good steal by Basti. Krop deep two. I'm about to say he almost shot that from Eastern Germany. Landgraf kick out. Bryant back in. Kick out to Landgraf. Lasered that one at the hoop. Try to get it to go off the glass. No, but Bryant again going hard at that paint. That's where those two guys like to live. Donkor challenges Krop, gets it over top of him, and then an errant pass there by Bryant. Another easy layup for Donkor, and Antwerp back in this game. 10-8, 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go. And again, Krop, easy layup. This guy's passing skills are next level. That's a 6'7" point guard for you, ladies and gentlemen. Is he 6'7"? He should be. I think he is.
TV timeout in a second.
All right, we've gotten to our second TV timeout, which gives me an opportunity to check out how tall Nikos Krop is. He is 2 meters, so that's probably 6'6". It's a 6'6" guard. Look at that fake. I like that. Over dropping him off for two. Faking him out harder than a catfish then, huh? All right. I digress. Krop gives it up for Bryant. Bryant going at the hoop, fakes, turns, and almost scores. Gets his own rebound, though. Boger trying to create something. Boger to the hoop. Scoop shot, no. Voorts. Oh, but DeVault got that. And almost fell over making that layup, but he got it, though. 11 to 10, and we're down only 1 point. And Antwerp there has to use another foul to stop the pick and roll action that the Dusseldorf squad is just walking away with here. They are running at pick and roll to death, especially with Krop at the helm, who's a tall passer. Basti Landgraf gives it up. Niklas Koch, another pass, but that one didn't go. A little bit too much. All right, Dennis Donkor. Kick out, Voorts open for two. Gets that one to go. Antwerp takes their lead here, 12 to 11. 3 minutes to go. On the other hand, Voorts projecting Bryant. Good defense also after a good offense by Jonas Voorts. Look at that. Sniping that all the way from Gent. Or Gent, as the Belgians would say. My southern accent from Dutch. Anyway. Foul called on the Germans. It's their fourth foul, but again, a very tightly contested game. Timeout's called, and I can't hear what they're talking about. They should be talking about that they want to run some more pick and rolls. Look at Bryant going at the hoop. That's where his strength is, going towards that basket, living in the paint. All right, Sellis going at Krop. Can't get it to go though. Krop, long arms, got that. Trip. Voorts with another layup. Taking over this game right now, 13 to 11. Krop again. And another great play there. That pick and roll action for Dusseldorf just so strong. It's the sixth foul on Antwerp. They are so good at slipping screens and get that ball over top. Basti Landgraf. Oh. I think he made the Valk slip on that. Might have been a contact, and then, yeah. You can't trip anybody. 13 to 12. Antwerp at 6 fouls. Dusseldorf at 5. This is one of those nail-biting games. Who's going to find some offense down the stretch here in the last 2 minutes of the game? De Valk, great pick and roll with Voorts. What a deep two. Boger, my God. All right. That one didn't go, though. And then Krop mishandled that pass from Bryant. So Antwerp with a slight advantage here. Donkor. Screen from Voorts. They play a pick and pop. That late switch from Dusseldorf working, but Dennis Donkor finding his way in between 3 players to get that layup. Antwerp is back in the driver's seat in this game. Boger, bump, and, well, no bucket. Donkor, another 2, and he gets it to go down. Big shot by Donkor. 17 to 12, 5-point lead Antwerp. And Dusseldorf have to find some way to get some shots from the outside to fall. Landgraf, no, and then he leaves Donker open for another two. Antwerp running away with this one in the last minute of the game, or close to the last minute of the game. Boger, can he answer? Not really. So Antwerp, in a span of about 60 seconds, went from up 1 point to up 6 on the back of some shot making by Dennis Donkor. And Dusseldorf will be watching this videotape and scratching themselves behind the ears. Look at Dennis Donkor, challenged but still managed to make that shot. Gets it back here, drives in between three people. It's a crafty layup right there. Double pump? I like it. I like all that stuff though, because I wasn't able to do that way back when. For you people out back home that don't know me, I am very tall. Double pump when you're tall, you lame. Donkor tried to end that one. No though. Rebound to Valk. Who takes it at Bryant. And will bring us within 1 point. Ball back to Antwerp. Nick Sellis attacking Niklas Krop. Sellis going at the basket. And Nick Sellis ends the game for Antwerp. And what looked like a very tightly played contest at first. Antwerp runs away in the last minute, or minute 30 of regular, or game time here. And beats Dusseldorf here 21-13. On the back of some shot making by Jonas Voorts, as well as that man right there, Dennis, the menace, making the layup, getting some 2-point shots to go over, some outstretched arms. Dennis putting the team on his back, and then Nick Sellis delivering the kill shot there down the stretch, or the kill layup, I don't know what you want to call that. And this team Antwerp is moving on out of day one with 2 wins as we look back at this, well, tight contest until the last 2 minutes of the game. Krop came out early and started dishing out some assists. Krop with the crafty passing out of pick and rolls. And I like his game. Nick Sellis though, early 2-point shot helped Antwerp, you know, with some air, and then Boger said, you know what, I'll fake you out harder than a catfish account. I don't care about you. I'll drop you off for 2 afterwards. Brian found his way towards the basket a couple of times, attacking the Belgian defense where it hurts them the most. Without Kasper Augustijnen underneath the basket, they're missing the outstretched arms of the Belgian. Dennis Donkor though, Dennis the menace, not just a defender anymore. Easy layup here for Donkor. Sellis tried to challenge Krop there, couldn't get it to go down. But Sellis really took over down the stretch there and then delivered this one to seal the deal. 21-13 for Antwerp TOPdesk, who will be moving on out of Pool C with 2 wins here in Marseille. We're not done yet though. We got 5 games left today. And the first game coming up is Amsterdam HiPRO versus Harris. They're tied 2-2 in the pro circuit history. And last week they played at Port Leon Challenger. So those teams know each other very well. Amsterdam managed to get up top in Orléans in a very tight contest though. First up, Jan Driessen for the Amsterdam squad. Amsterdam winning their first one in a nail-biter versus Team Plunge, 19-17. They needed 2 Maurice Lacroix buzzer beaters, both from Wordy de Jong, to get that game out. Juice is also back, and there's that man, Wordy de Jong. Like I said, 2 Maurice Lacroix buzzer beaters for him already, and he's only played 1 game so far. And then Arvid Slachter running in. Might have had to tie his shoelace before. I don't know. Arvid, though, made some 2-point shots in game one. Gonna need some more of that against this team, Paris, because this team is talented, let me tell you. Look, talent check. Playing in their home country, check. Paris has the ingredients to go all the way out here in their World Tour debut, actually, in Marseille here. They're coming out with Alexandre Aigalenc, number 2, number 4, Vincent Vaucher, number 5, Alex Villalare, and number 3, Frank Seguela. Yes, these gentlemen, we know what Frank Seguela can do. He's a flat-out baller, and I think the X factor for this team is Alex Villalare. That man can make some shots, and he can make some very difficult shots. That's going to be important against this Amsterdam team as well as against Team Plunge later on. Both teams will get ready to go.
The referees for this game, Cecilia Todt from Hungary, from Poland, Marek Maliszewski. And DJ Las. Du côté d'Amsterdam, HiPRO, 3 médailles de bronze à la Coupe d'Europe 3x3 FIBA 2022. Arvin Slurter, Jan Driesen et Julian Diering. Et pour l'équipe de France, l'équipe de Paris, pardon.
All right, it's almost go time here for these two teams. We look at the star profile for Frank Seguela, the world's number 34, the number 1 player in France. And again, he is a flat-out baller. This French team so far this year have only been on the Challenger circuit. They have played in Huishan Shenzhen, where they came in 4th, Clermont-Ferrand, where they came in 3rd, Baoding, where they came in 5th, and Orléans, where they came in 7th. So they're looking to improve upon that. And again, you might remember this team from last year where they kind of shocked the world. Came in for the Utrecht Masters in their debut and made it all the way to the finals. And it's game time out here in Marseille. We're out here on the beautiful Côte d'Azur, by the way. I haven't been able to see much of the city, but again, I'm looking to go somewhere. I'm looking to, tomorrow I might just go see the Notre Dame de la Garde. I might just go see a beach. I might go see the harbor and Marseille Old Town. I've seen some beautiful pictures, but I need somebody to tell me where to go. I don't know. I haven't done much research, let me tell you. All right, so let's see what that hometown, or not hometown, but at least home country soil will do for this team Paris. If they can pick it up, or if Team Amsterdam is going to take this one home. Frank Seguela will start us off. And answers with 2. Loses her wild there early. Again, Aigalenc underneath the basket. And a steal by Seguela. So 3-2 here early for Paris. And that will be Amsterdam ball. Seguela dribbled that off of his foot under pressure from Worthy de Jong. So Alexandre Aigalenc starting this game off right with 3 easy buckets. The other end, Worthy. The man they're going to have to guard, as you already know. Worthy to the hoop, easy bucket. 3-3. Vialare. Aigaleng. To Frank Seguela with the spike. Seguela coming out here trying to bring down the rim in Marseille. All right, easy deuce for the Juice, or actually one for the Juice. Another steal by Worthy, who's got his mitts all over this game so far with some buckets and a good pass to Julian Yachting there for the layup. All right, 4-4, a minute and 15 seconds into this game. Jan Driessen in action. Opening up the lane for Arvid Slachter. Easy layup. That's surgical precision right there. Jan with the great defense. Leaving Vialare open for two, though. Foul's called. Foul's called on Paris, so that will be Amsterdam ball. Second foul on the Parisians. Driessen finds Worthy. Worthy, another easy layup for Amsterdam. That back screen's working for them. 6-4 on the other end. Another foul on the Parisian squad. So 4. Is that 4? I think it might be. It might be 3, actually. I apologize. That is 3. So 3 fouls on the Parisians. And a 2-point shot from Slachter doesn't go. Steal by Juice. I'll pass, but I think it gets in there with his hand, so nothing there for Amsterdam so far. All right, Worthy of the hype so far today. 2-point shot, no. Rebound, yes. Has to take a shot under pressure, let that one in. Gets that 2 to drop, as well as the foul. Hoop and the harm here for Worthy, who crosses Fauché, throws up a shot, a wild one. I'll say that. I don't know if he aimed that one. It went in. We're going to add to this Amsterdam lead here from the stripe. Here on Team Amsterdam, trying to get each other to basketball, but it doesn't work. Seguela takes advantage of that, but Jan Driessen on the other end tries to get his bucket going. 4 seconds on the shot clock. And Worthy, well, that's going to come after the shot clock. Does not count.
Il y a des ballons en cadeau. Alors Théo, il peut y avoir des ballons, mais il faut revenir dedans. Prendre une photo avec l'équipe de France de Nono. Alors l'équipe de France féminine va arriver dans quelques dizaines de minutes évidemment. La rue devant, venez là avec Elio. Vous avez eu des feintes pour venir au Palais des Sports de Marseille. Merci à eux. Let's go Marseille et Marseille, CP. C'est Marseille bébé avec lui. Vous aussi, vous nous envoyez vos photos sur la fan expérience, sur le fan wall. Dès que vous voyez le QR code s'afficher sur l'écran géant, vous le scannez et vous pouvez les sécuriser, vous allez sur le fan wall ou sur le live quiz aussi.
All right, we're back to the game. First TV timeout out of the way. 8-6 here for Amsterdam. Seguela has to take the shot. Doesn't get it to go, and that will be a shot clock violation. Ball back to Team Amsterdam. Julian Yachting Nice little hook shot there. He's got that on Chicken Tuesdays. You guys that don't know about Chicken Tuesdays, that used to be post-up day at the Dutch practices. And it used to be, not just the team, everybody would join it. Shout out to Coach Yuri, the strength coach from back then. One of the strongest chicken wings in the game. And the hardest left-handed hook shot. Used to call him bump, bump, throw, because he used to just bump you, and then throw it up. Anyway, that's what you young guys are supposed to, I hope. Meanwhile, I got Lenk with another 2. This game is a tightly contested one, 9 to 8 after 4 minutes. Worthy, screen from Juice. He's attacking O'Shea, but he's going to get called for an offensive foul. Try to grab onto Fauché's arm, and well, referee Marek Waliszewski, he kind of saw that. You can't do that. Villarey then, off the Seguela screen. Villarey to, and he travels. Now Villarey's been around in the circuit for quite a while. I think he used to be part of Team Bordeaux way back when. This is I played still in 2016 and 17 when I first played against him. He is a shot maker. Once he gets going, he's a confidence player though, so he needs 1 or 2 to go down, but he can make some crazy ones. Worthy though, he can also make some crazy ones. 2 points go down for Worthy, 11 to 8. Amsterdam in the driver's seat here. I got Lenk. Runs into a foul. 3rd foul on Team Amsterdam. Bit too much physical contact there from Jan Driessen. Seguela to Villarey. Villarey, big shot. Doesn't go down. Rebound though, Seguela. Has to throw it up himself, and that drops. That's a crazy shot. Frank Seguela here playing horse. Not playing 3-on-3. Ooh. Worthy trying to join into that game with behind-the-back pass, but no on that one, and it will be an easy bucket on Seguela. Worthy fakes out Seguela. Gets to the basket at will. 12 to 10. Amsterdam up front, up 2. O'Shea finds Villarey. Villarey 2. Doesn't go down. Foul called on the French. 5th foul on Paris for pushing on the screen there. Jan Driessen open, gets the layup to go down. I told you guys he's worked on his game. He's back to dribble driving as well as maybe some shooting in there besides the screening part. So smart play by him, and then a travel for Aigalink. So some costly mistakes here for Paris. But it's not costing them that much. They're only down 3 points. Screen here for Arvin. Arvin, 2 points. Up and down. 5-point lead for Amsterdam. We're playing with almost surgical precision here. Juice trying to contain Aigalink, and that will be a foul as well as a bucket. Aigalink tossed that one up right before the shot clock went off. That will go down. It will be the 4th foul in Amsterdam. 1 free throw Paris, but first we'll have our second TV timeout. Both teams get to talk over what they want to talk over. This is that moment in the game where you want to really sharpen up things. And again, let's look back at some of the action so far. Frank Seguela with the split and the spike. Aigalenk forgets to make the free throw, but Seguela with the rebound. Villarreal, step back. Doesn't go, almost a wedgie. And a double foul on Driessen and Seguela, which means the 6th foul on Paris as well as the 5th on Amsterdam on that seal. All right, Word, height with the 2, no, rebound. Kareem's off of one of the French players, so it will be, I think Amsterdam, no, it will be Paris possession, I apologize. It went off Worthy, or whoever was on the floor there. The hoop, but no. And then Juice, he got lost out there. They tried to pass the ball each other. Juice is laughing it off too, but he was trying to make Dancing with the Stars, I think, out there. First Greek player to make it into that game. Oh no. All right, Seguela, turnaround hook shot, goes down. And Paris is back within 3 points. Arvin, though, past the Worthy. Worthy, I don't know how long his arms are, but they're not that long. Seguela, another easy bucket. Paris back in this game, 15-13, 3 minutes to go. And Amsterdam is just not finding each other. Arvin Slachter, 2-point shot from long ago. Worthy tries to toss it backwards. Just some sloppy play on Amsterdam's part for a minute or so here, and it's given Paris an opportunity to get back into this game. They are a little more sharp right now, and Amsterdam needs to take a timeout. They'll talk things over to try to see if they can get their minds right again, their focus right again. Because again, a couple of turnovers and a couple of weird passes. Arvin here tries to find Worthy, and it's just, he has a layup. He puts Worthy in a much more difficult position than he was in. I'd say just go up there maybe, but you know, I'm not out there, so who knows. All right, Paris back in the driver's seat here, or at least handling the Wilson. Villarreal, Fauché. That's a wild shot, and that will be a shot clock violation. A lot of people flying around. It's that stage of the game when you get tired, so you start playing more physical, or at least hanging on to people a little bit more. Worthy. Screen from Arvin. Worthy to the rim. Kicks it out. Arvin open for 2. No friendly rims out here in France, though. They don't like us Dutch. Or maybe they do. But they don't like Arvin for shooting that 2-point shot. 6th foul in Amsterdam as well. O'Shea finding Eigerlenk. Eigerlenk to the basket. Long arms for Dreesen are longer though. Good contest. Arvin. Step back. 2. No, but it will be 2 free throws. 7th foul on Team Paris, putting Arvin Slochter at the line for 2 shots. Arvin's a pretty good free throw shooter now. As I said there, that might have jinxed it. That might have been the announcer's jinx. I'm not sure. He didn't make that one. He is usually a pretty good free throw shooter. You guys have to trust me on that. All right, Arvin, back at it. It's the second, so a 3-point push in here for the Dutch squad. Vialare going at Worthy. Doesn't make it. Head bumps the ball away. Vialare looks like he might have twisted his ankle on that one. Fauché makes a layup. Vialare is walking gingerly. And they find Worthy, who's trying to take advantage of that. Doesn't make it. Juice, though, gets the rebound. Possession back to Amsterdam. Arvin throws it up for Juice, but that pass was very strong. Vialare still limping out there. Fauché, though, open. Pushes that shot for 2. Rebound for Paris. They're playing with 2.5 players out there. Now Worthy takes advantage with the layup. Another 2-point shot. No. Another rebound, though. And that's a foul. So that will be 2 free throws. Vialare hobbled to the side. I don't think he might not return to the game. That he might be hurt a little bit. He did play on that ankle for a good minute or so, but he's not walking all that well. Staff's looking at him. So a timeout here down the stretch of this game, and it is a tightly contested one. Let me tell you that. Look at Worthy with the trick shot. I still can't believe that one in. Off the glass. And then Eigerlenk with the 2 as well. All right, so 1:23 to go. 17 Amsterdam, 15 Paris. Oh, look at this shot by Seguela going in. Seguela on the line, though, for 2 shots for Paris. He can tie this game up with 1:20 on the clock. First one drops. Second one's also good. So we got a tied score here, ladies and gentlemen. 1:22 left in the game. It's a tight one. Worthy for 2. No. Rebound Seguela. He's gotten so many of those today. Fauché tries to find Seguela, but Worthy tried to get that steal, and that confused him a little bit, I think. Ball went out of bounds, so it might be Amsterdam ball. We're up to a minute left in this game. And right in front of me, I see Alex Vialare testing out that ankle. I'm not sure if he's going to return. He's trying, though. Back on the bench now, but we'll see if he can rejoin. Out of bounds challenge. That's be a smart challenge to give themselves some time. At least have a couple of seconds to get a breather. Look at this shot by Seguela. 2 of those shots went in today. There's this one, and then Worthy's tossed 2-point shot off the glass, which is also crazy. Again, not just the 3x3 game, people were also playing horse. This is the play where Vialare kind of twisted his ankle. That one hurts. I know that from experience. I know some of y'all watching might know that from experience. All right, so Paris has climbed back into this thing. Amsterdam only 1 point. It's a 3-1 run here. There's an out-of-bounds challenge as we take a look at which team is going to get the ball. This is one of those moments in the game where you really have to keep your composure because, one, you get mentally out of it during this longer stretch of waiting. so you have to stay sharp. But it is going to help some people to regain some of that air. That's what it's called. Stuff that you need to breathe. It's usually around this point in the game that you start running out. All right, so possession will remain with Amsterdam. Worthy in action here. Worthy playing one-on-one. Nothing there. Kicks it out. Juice. Back to Worthy. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Worthy. Fading for two. No. A foul. Well, looks like a foul call. No, shot clock violation called. So it will be Paris ball. Worthy had to take that due to shot clock pressure. He didn't manage to get. Check ball, Segela. Over to Farche, back to Segela. Steal by Slachter, who finds Worthy underneath for an easy layup. 1 point advantage, Amsterdam. Farche kicks it out. Segela with 2 point shot. No. Rebound. The Juice man. Juice trying to find Worthy. Worthy one-on-one going at the basket. Worthy bringing down the house here. 19-17, 25 seconds left. Paris trying all they can. Fauché, no. And again, a rebound for Juice. So important right now. Worthy with the rock. Aigalenk tried to challenge him. Worthy one-on-one. Step back. 2 point shot. Worthy almost went down. Paris needs a 2 to tie. Segela, no. And a rebound for Worthy. He tosses it up there. That's not going to matter for this game. It's outside the shot clock. Amsterdam brings this one home. 19-17 as they end their day one with 2 wins in Pool D. Paris is going to have to fight it out with Plunge, but who's going to return? I hope for them, Alex Villaré will be ready to go for that one because his ankle, it didn't look that good. He's still walking a little gingerly out there, so good wishes to him. I hope he returns for the second game of their day. Worthy de Jong again taking over this game down the stretch. He's having a good day one with 2 tightly contested games falling towards Team Amsterdam. Yachting also happy, grabbed a bunch of boards down the stretch there that were very, very, very necessary. So this Team Amsterdam will be the headliners for this pool. And we'll take a look at the action from this game.
maintenant tout le monde. Pour les marches au de cœur.